That, I mean, is started right now. It's actually started in the middle of a sentence, which is going to sound super cool. Everybody's going to be like, wow. It's almost like a conversation was already going on at the time that it started. It really broadens the world, improves the world building of this.
But this is just a monologue.
Well, not anymore since you ran your fucking mouth.
Yeah, maybe you should shut the fuck up and
I thought you wanted a conversation.
let me finish my fucking soliloquy, you troglodyte.
Wait, I thought you wanted a conversation.
You fucking.
To
Now
be.
you got an argument.
Or not to pee.
Are you asking yourself?
Whether it is nobler to urinate in your pants.
Great, fantastic world building.
Thanks, man. That's
Guys,
it's from.
you ever,
I don't have a joke. I'm done.
you guys ever just shit in your empty dip cans?
You guys ever just shit in your pants and then apparate it somewhere else?
Dude, hell yeah. I don't even shit. I just magic it.
Just magic it right out of the center of my ass.
Yep.
Thanks,
You
JK.
ever just shit in your truck and sit there staring blindly?
And you're like, if I get up, I'm not going to be able to
days
sit back down.
Because you have PTSD.
So, wait, why are you? What is
Why
this?
are you?
Peacock. Oh.
I just
yeah.
wanted to point that out after
He tries
the
to make this
conversation
nice.
we've been having.
Yeah, the production value.
Production.
You know, an audience claps to this.
I try.
It broke new ground!
I try on the intros, and then when we get to the thing, it's just a whole.
That's all us.
It's
You
just
can-
us
you
like
can-
fucking making clown noises and laughing at ourselves.
You
Once
can
you
I
polish
said
a
clown,
turd.
not monkey.
I know,
Well,
but
yeah.
the monkey one made more sense.
Once you
Because
start making loads of cash, you can afford to hire an editor to cut out everything that's not clown noises.
It's gonna be like 2 minutes of footage.
I say everything that's not, no, cut out everything that's not. So it's only clown footage.
Oh. You're gonna get the full
Clown footage.
recording.
Alright, we're. God damn it, I like. Alright, I'm gonna make one joke.
You can
and then-
polish a turd, but it's still...
No, hang on, I'm making this fucking joke. Alright, so instead of like found footage, it's clown footage. Alright, let's move on.
No, please. I want to hear more.
Yeah, sell me
Yeah,
on the
hold on.
idea.
Alright, so it's like the Blair Witch Project,
Right,
but
right.
imagine if there were clown noises.
Okay, you're
Wow,
gonna
that
have to
sounds
draw me in,
I
brother.
like it.
Paint me a picture.
Sounds like paranormal
Alright.
activity you're ripping off right now.
Yeah,
Who
so
do
it's
we
like
pay to
paranormal activity, but like every time they freak out, it's just like a distant clown noise.
I mean, I would freak out if that happened.
Paranormal activity.
Like,
but
if I heard
it's a-
clown noises in my house, I would freak out.
It's a video of a couple sleeping, and then a clown car drives in through their bedroom doorway, and then like 10 clowns step out, and they all just stand there staring at them for the entire night.
It's like
Terrifying!
it's like
I don't like that.
Cloverfield, except instead of a giant monster, it's a very big clown, and he's only like 7 foot tall, but he kind of freaks everyone out.
This sound... Oh,
Nobody's
7
into
foot tall,
his
never mind.
presence.
I was gonna say, that just sounds like Ghostbusters.
It's like
It's-
Ghostbusters.
Reminds me of
hear this-
Ghostbusters. I don't know about you.
And it's
All right.
the
I
the
said I was gonna
marshmallow
make that
boy.
one comment and move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, but hold on. I need to be sure about something first because I.
Okay,
Yes.
but we can call it the Clownville Field Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is
Okay.
good.
So we're gonna have to take a little bit of time out to find a replacement for Arple because he's
He's
no
dead.
longer going to be part of this game.
Well, we have somebody lined up.
Who's
He's
that?
Mario Fettuccine.
Oh,
Oh, look, it's Arple's replacement right now.
consider if I die, I will still play Mario Fettuccine.
Yeah, there's gonna be no Mario Fettuccine.
It's Luigi. Mario
this
was
land.
what did I name mine? Fuck.
I know one thing. If Holly dies, I'm making a Southerner because that's like the easiest fucking voice for me.
Or
Do
the
it.
Bron-
Do it.
I don't know why he's in Europe, but
Well, he said,
why's-
I want to go to
why's Ronick
Europe.
Are you
We're a
moving
long way
Ronick out
from
of the...
Texas.
What's he doing?
No, I think Ronik's just lost.
Did you
Went to
just say?
Maine.
Ronick, stop
What are you
doing
doing?
that.
Did you just say what?
You're-
I'm sorry, no, is
What? No. No.
Hey.
Shut.
you're ruining
You're on
it.
a recording!
My immersion.
Start it over. Get rid of the clown footage.
No more
Wait,
clown
no, I need
footage.
that clown sound.
We need the idea of the clown.
Well,
You
we
know
don't
what,
have
I'll-
a clown. Did
I'll
anybody
make
play
a
clown
comment
sound?
in the YouTube thing, and I'll say clown footage, and then people will upvote me and they say like, "This guy's funny."
Oh,
Yeah, and they're like the lost clown footage. This guy gets it. He was there.
Clowns sounding.
Hmm?
Are you ready,
what?
Nick?
No. I shouldn't have started the recording yet.
Why is
That's
that?
okay. We can.
Yeah, you could probably restart it if you want.
It
No,
will
I'm
be
not gonna-
clown footage because like,
you
it'll
think
just be...
the foolish boy? I will do no such thing.
Okay.
It's too late.
Listen, people come here for this.
What fucked up
This
shit
is
should
what
we
they
talk
don't
about?
come here for the Call of Cthulhu. They come here for the cult of personality we've cultivated.
I like that song.
So, damn.
All right, I'm good.
Mhm.
Okay, I got a question. Is there a?
Yeah, huh?
What? Sorry.
Never mind. It's probably best I don't. Go.
No, please.
Okay. Do you think there's like a recycling center for like used condoms?
I sort of regret you like encouraging him to talk.
I mean, like, there clearly isn't because you exist.
Oh.
What the hell?
Ooh.
Why are we starting off so hard?
Now
I'm sorry.
Now
Oh
I'm
yeah.
now I'm keeping it in.
Christ.
hell?
Sophie, I'll help you make a new character sheet.
Arpel, you're back in the game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Spicy.
that had a little bit of bite.
Damn.
Welcome to Hot Ones, the game with you, hot Call of Cthulhu, and even hotter burns. Okay, last time in Call of Cthulhu, our intrepid cunts ventured around Belgrade. Our stalwart knight beat the shit out of a bunch of Turks and murdered several of them to retrieve the wrong arm.
Why do you have another arm?
Well, they don't anymore. They gave it back.
Mhm.
What arm did you steal?
A ceramic arm.
They thought that they
Wait,
saw.
no, we didn't steal it.
They thought that they saw the arm, and they were mistaken. And then they murdered some Turks for it.
Why did you?
You were there for that part.
He saw.
The beginning part of it. When it got snagged.
That was like
The last time I was here, Holly almost shot some children.
like literally in the last 3 seconds of the session that you were
no,
here. I
you
think the guy jacked an arm, but
Yeah.
it was pretty easy to pass over, I guess. But so he murdered those guys, and got the arm and realized, oh, this is not real, and gave it back to the statue salesman. And then you guys got to meet with Dr. Milan Topor. Nope, is that his name?
Todorovic?
Milan Todorovich.
I remember because it sounds like the Tudors.
Who said do some bureaucracy, and they were like, ugh. So they went and
bribery?
so they went and immediately engaged in bribery, thanks to Anker's limitless wealth.
Sure.
And managed to speed along the process so that this kind Milan Todorovich would actually give them the location of his artifact contact in the town of Orasac, far to the south or the east or something, I forget. It's somewhere away, it's in the woods.
Yeah.
A priest in town, whose name is, sweet Christ, the hell is this asshole's name? Kristijan Filipovich. And then they went there. Hearing some strange violin music in the background that was quite raucous, and soon discovered to be the work of the Sigani, the gypsies in the area, who Father Kristijan seemed to be okay with. His wife, however, seems to think that they are devil people. His wife, a nice 40-year-old lady named Anna, and Kristijan, an older fellow, who went to college with the good professor, Milan. Told you some stuff, but not much. This was, of course, during our technical difficulties section that part occurred. And then he's prepared to tell you where to go, but then the session ended, so let's pick up there.
Well, here we are, folks.
And he says, "Hello, this is what I sound like. This is what I've always sounded like."
Oh yes, I remember that. You did
You
sound
sound tired.
Well, I'm old, so...
No, that makes sense.
That explains everything.
Well, hello. We already met. a bit
Yes,
ago.
we met. We have had
Yeah.
a long conversation about how the
Yes.
Sigani are fine people. You even saw my wedding portrait.
Yes, and also you said that the urban gypsies are the problem, not the rural ones.
Of course, everybody
I know
knows that. And his wife
Yeah.
just shakes her head in the background.
And she says all gypsies are bad. And
Does
that's
not like-
okay too.
Does not like the gypsies.
That is okay too.
I mean, same.
Yeah. I think
So-
that's why they're gypsies.
What I what I wanted to tell you is, of course, this accent is going all over the place. I wanted to tell you, my contact. So, it is an old woman in the woods. And her name is, well, I don't really know her name, but my wife, knows her as grandmother.
Grandma?
Grandmother. An old friend of my wife's family from Aranjelovac. She's been living in the woods for like 40 years. She collects artifacts from Roman and Byzantine times.
Ah.
She's got to be well into her 80s, but she's still quite sharp. I hope when you meet her, your bargaining skills are well practiced. She makes a nice living out of Dr. Todorovich in the National Museum.
Oh, she's willing to sell them?
Oh yes, for certain.
Okay, good. Cool.
That is how I get
Nice.
them. She sends them through me. I send them to Dr. Todorovich. I, of course, get a cut as the middleman. But she makes a
Oh.
pretty penny off of this.
Okay. To be honest, I didn't know that they were sold. I thought they were just like found or something.
Oh, no. She will, of course, part with them. But she wants a little bit of something on the side. She is not altruistic.
Yes, of course, understandable. Gotta pay the bills somehow if you're an old lady in the middle of the woods.
And he sort of leans past you guys and looks at this guy and he says, "And it's starting to get late in the day. It probably would be a bad idea to venture too far into the woods in the middle of the night. You know how it can be. The wolves in the region, they are feisty.
Ooh,
So are the
and then
furnaces.
There's a wolf.
furnaces are
here it
very
comes.
feisty.
That's the sound wolves make. It's
Oh
fucking
my God.
crazy.
That's wild.
That's a wily. That's a
That's a
wily
big dog.
one. That's a big dog.
So, I suppose, I know you outsiders. Well, myself, I am an outsider. I come from this city, but I have lived here long enough to know the dangers, and people who come here fresh from the city are often full of, how you say, piss and vinegar. So, I will tell you the directions to grandmother's house tomorrow, so you don't hurt yourself.
Oh, we'll be fine.
No, I think
Well,
that's
actually, how long of a
I-
journey is it to Grandma?
Hey, I don't think we should go out there in the middle of the night.
Why not?
Going
What
to
do
the
you mean?
hag's hut.
She's not a. How could you say that, Galagrand?
Yeah,
He's only
it's
saying
me.
that. He's only saying
I-
that because of my Cinderella character.
Excuse me, I wasn't speaking an English accent or a vague
That is true.
approximation of one anyway.
I can't believe you would call a nice old grandma.
I
in
will
the
say
woods
grandmother from my game predates when I read this.
or the Sown sister.
I believe that.
Goddamn grandmother.
But, well, I mean, like, that was like fucking, what, 3
Turns
years ago
out
when I
old-
introduced her?
Yeah.
Turns out old ladies
you
in the
wrote her
woods
when you were
are-
12, I'm sure.
Yeah. The Syndrome's been bouncing around for a while.
It's the crib.
So yeah, we should
So-
get, or we should,
Oh,
Is there
if
any
you should,
place for us to stay?
well, I suppose if you would like, you could stay here. And you see his wife like shaking her head behind him, and then like looking back at you and sort of smiling placidly. And he says, "But I would suggest talking to the village mayor, Todor Nedic. He's across the way. He's got a big wooden house. He's got quite a bit of space in there, and well, he sort of leans in. My wife is lovely, but she runs a cold household. If you're looking for somewhere a little more fun, you might want to hang out with Todor."
All right.
Yes. I'm sure he's a party animal.
What?
So, I would recommend introducing yourself to him anyways. He sort of has the run of the town. He likes to know who comes in and out. I imagine he probably should have come back from his hunting trip just a little while ago, so he should be at home.
Oh, he hunts. Or just, are you going any place particular, or just, local hunting?
Oh, just hunting around. He has what I would call preternatural luck, that Todor. He always seems to find the biggest stags. I think I saw him coming through here earlier with 2.
Ooh.
Him and his hunting party. He goes out with a couple of the boys.
The boys.
The boys going hunting.
On a Saturday. Wait, no, it's like a Tuesday.
It's something. I think it's a Tuesday.
Can't believe he just went hunting on a Tuesday. What a crazy lad.
That's what the mayor
They're
can
wacky
do.
over there in Europe.
They live out in the woods. It's a good pastime. They love
mayor
to
has
kill those
power.
fucking deer.
Yeah, before the
Those
wolves
deer-
get him.
Those deer had him coming, alright?
If you
They-
kill the deer, the
Fuck.
wolves will go hungry. And then they'll just eat your children or the gypsies.
Oh no.
Like, it's probably a win-win.
Oh, little Ivan is fucking gone. Now we can afford to feed ourselves.
Yeah! Oh look, the violin, the fiddle stopped playing. Wolves must have finally got those fuckers.
So, I have to work on tomorrow's sermon at the moment. But if you don't find Todor's accommodations to be your speed, I could try to convince my wife to give you a little bit of space here. Unfortunately, we don't have an inn in town, but you could stay at Todor's or here. It's up to you.
Alrighty.
Or you
We
could
can
stay with
go.
the gypsies.
I don't know.
And you see his
I-
wife literally, his wife turns, spits on the ground, and walks and like steps in a circle and crosses her chest with the cross.
She just spat on your hardwood floor.
He turns around. It's her hardwood floor.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
sexist.
Nice.
I assumed it's
Like a woman that can take charge.
Yeah, we should-
fucking Bronson's
Bron-
getting all heated.
Bronson.
She's
married.
she's quite a dime.
Did they have a picture of them? Wait, did they have a picture of the priest? I forget.
Yeah, they got a picture of their wedding photo. They both look like they're in their
Married.
20s or something. It's quite pleasant. They both look rather
Aw.
attractive.
Both of them.
Yeah.
At the same time.
All right, we're going to see the mayor.
Yes, let's go to Todor.
Oh, come on.
I said his name.
Yeah, but I can see what you've written.
Ignore that. That's not in the game.
That's
We
not
have,
canon.
we have
That's
done
not
no
canon.
such thing. The recording is clean. We
We're
are
professionals,
innocent.
motherfucker. Like, what are you?
What on
Fuck
earth,
you,
though?
I would
goddammit.
never make a joke
This
about a
cookie
man
tastes
saying-
like it's full of some sort of mint-flavored medicine.
Oh no, he's gonna
Oh.
die.
I believe I'm being poisoned, gentlemen.
What?
By mint.
Mint
What's
medicine?
mint in a cookie? I don't like that.
Mint.
I don't like peppermint cookies.
Imagine eating mint.
Very
I
strange.
also do not like mint.
No, I'm not a fan of it either.
It's
Displeased
like
about this.
eating cold,
Yes. I like breath mints.
but not
Oh.
good cold. Ice is good. You know?
Yeah.
Ice
mint
is good.
I can
You know
take
what?
a
I
I
like
can take a
ice.
big bite of ice.
Mint is just spicy ice flavor.
It's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
they-
I like breath mints, not so much mint cookie. I want a cookie. I want it sweet, not. What is this?
Guys,
I'm
let's go
sure. I'm
get
sure. I'm
cookies,
sure you
like-
want that sweet nut.
I want no.
What are you trying to say?
What?
Why?
He's
Why?
implying you want to like bite into a cookie and have a pustule full of cum burst.
Huh.
It's
Alright,
the.
I don't
It's like a.
complain.
It's like a. It's like a Twinkie.
Oh, that was a
Twinkie.
stream of consciousness and
Do
a
you
bad one. I
guys?
shouldn't
Do
have
you
said
guys
that.
heat up your Twinkies so that the goo's all runny inside?
Why are you
Yeah,
talking?
yeah.
No, I don't do that now.
Yeah.
It reminds Brandon of other things.
Yeah.
Like. All right. So, do you guys head to Todor's?
Yes, we head to
Alright.
Todor.
Stop that.
How do you spell his name?
Oh, I'll write it.
I don't know if I spelled it right. I assume it's Todoy.
It's like that.
Ah, I was right.
It's not. It's not that. He's not that complicated. It's not fucking Kristojan Filipovich. It's a more simpler name. Todor Nedic.
I wasn't sure there'd be a Z on the nettage.
There is not.
Good.
It's not Nedic. It's Nedic.
I mean, sometimes they just do
More like a
nettage
Bitch.
with a Z.
Eh.
I don't know.
Anyways, so
I don't
you head
know.
there, and
What?
what have you written, sir?
name?
I was just entertaining myself.
Kristojan Filipovich.
All right, so you walk to the house of Todor Nedic.
Yeah.
And it is definitely probably the largest house around. It is huge and wooden, and it's not like mansion size. This it's still like, you know, homey, but it's definitely got a bit more size. And you hear a lot of noise coming from inside. You see fucking lights in the windows, you hear laughter and a lot of conversation and music playing from inside. It sounds like there's quite a lot going on.
Oh, he's having a party. Hey.
Sounds like a fun time. Let's cut a rug and steal some.
What?
We're cutting rugs.
We're gonna
Yeah,
cut the
What was
rugs
it?
up.
What was the second part?
We're gonna
What?
cut the
We're
rugs.
here to steal Turkish rugs.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't
What?
want.
yeah. Cut the
Okay.
rug up and then steal it. It's too big to fit through the door.
Last time I cut a rug, it fucking tried to eat me.
Do you approach the building?
Yeah.
Last time you tried to cut a rug, it was made of human flesh.
Alright,
but
who
yeah.
wants
That
Who
too.
is bold enough to knock on the door of this raucous establishment?
Push forward, Bronson.
Who just
Who
knocked?
knocked on? Who made the knock?
Yeah,
on
who
the
did
door?
that?
Gallagher went up and was gonna
Oh,
knock on
okay.
the door, and then Holly pushed Bronson in front of him.
Oh no!
Luckily,
No, Bronson's in front of the door.
luckily, I have steel toes, so you can't push me.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hold on.
You wearing steel-toe boots, Bronson?
Of course, I'm wearing steel toes.
Who just? Oh,
I'm back.
Nice.
So nobody's. You guys are just standing there staring at the
Wait,
door.
did Bronson
Oh,
back
yeah.
up?
Yeah, he backed up.
He never
oh,
pushed
Okay.
then
I knock
Gallagher's
on the
in
door.
me. He never pushed me.
I knocked
oh my God.
behind.
There is he's fucking like police.
Open up! Open up!
This
Honk,
is
honk,
the
honk.
CIA. We're in the ball.
oops, I
Oh,
didn't mean to
no.
click on that. There we go. There is.
Oh, I know.
There is. You don't. It's hard to tell if you get a response because there's so much noise going on inside. But then, after a moment, the door opens with a great amount of speed. You almost get knocked onto your ass. And standing there is a huge, like 6'5", hefty fellow with a big gut and a huge beard and a huge nose and a big warm smile. And it's that guy that I already gave you a picture of.
Deja
Santa.
vu out of this.
Sanduk was.
I can post it again. So everybody's got a fresh image of Todor Nedic, because he's just a warm fella.
There he is.
There it is. Okay. And he
Wasn't
says,
that far up in the tree.
"Well, what brings all these people to my doorstep?
Hello.
Hello.
We're new in town.
You certainly look like out of towners. Is that a breastplate?
You bet.
That's fantastic.
It is.
So, to what do I owe the honor?"
Well,
And you hear like you can see like fucking kids running around behind him. You can see fucking like somebody. There's like a woman walking by like holding like a skinned chicken. You see like a bunch of people like arguing in the kitchen. He's like, ha ha! Yes, I have quite a large family. I've got my sister, their 4 grandparents, my 2 sons, their wives, my 7 grandchildren. There's 23 people in this house.
Oh my, that's a lot of people.
Well, it's every night is a party.
That sounds exhilarating. We were told to come here to look for lodging.
Lodging? Well, you have come to the right place, my friends. I can give you all. Let me tell you, even with 23 rooms, we built this house too fucking large.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
I think that I will always be able to have space. I can have a bed for each of you.
Okay.
That sounds great, thank you.
As a matter of fact, would you like to join my family for dinner?
Oh.
We're going to
We
have
would-
quite a lot of food. I don't know if you heard. I caught 2 stags today, and we are going to feast like kings.
Does that make this
Yeah.
a stag party?
It certainly does. I like this guy.
Of course, Felix would know all about stag parties, wouldn't he?
Damn.
I would.
You sure would.
Don't you like eating venison?
Exactly.
She just looks at you really, like, for a really long time, doesn't say anything.
I'm not sure I understand the atmosphere that's being generated here, but I like you guys already.
I like
Come
you
on
too,
in,
buddy.
let's go.
Hey,
Party!
Hey, I
Yes,
love
come
a
on.
party. I love.
The sun is setting, the pots are on boil, the meat is being cooked to a fine brown hue. Everything is going to be ready shortly. If you guys can just stand here and try not to get your pockets picked. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a little funny Belgrade humor.
Oh, that was.
Huh.
I look at my pocket.
They're gone. No, just the pockets themselves.
I lost my pocket. Where are my pants?
He says, I am going to make sure that everything is proceeding quite fine. You guys hang out here. As a matter of fact, Marja! Marja!
I don't want to make the
On a
joke.
side note, while you're screaming for somebody, do you have rooms we could stay in as well? Or is there a
Rooms!
hotel?
Yeah.
There is no inn in town, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Oh.
Marja!
So,
So there's no place for us to sleep.
I just told you I had beds.
Okay, yeah, can we go see the beds?
That's
Oh,
what I'm calling Marja for.
Okay, alright, alright.
Relax,
Sorry.
woman.
I'm sorry.
Hey, sorry. Alright?
Should we go towards the yelling? Should we follow the way you're projecting your voice? Would
Oh,
that help?
for goodness sake, just wait, gentlemen. Are you
Okay,
all right?
alright. I'm
You must,
fine. I just she doesn't seem to be getting here. I don't know.
We had a very long
I just
day.
yelled 1 second ago.
You yelled
There's a
like
lot-
3 times.
There is a lot going on. It's a big house.
That's
Sorry,
true.
There are
It is
many
very.
seconds.
Came off the train, you know.
It is. I don't. Should there be?
He looks to
sounds
Felix, who
coming?
he likes. He says, "Are these guys out of their minds?"
Yes.
Oh, I see. Well, that's
I
that's
turn around.
understandable.
Hey,
Out
wait,
here in the
look at
woods,
me
a
too.
lot of us are crazy.
Look at me too.
But
come
they
on.
have
You alright, Bronson?
money.
I'm not crazy either.
Well, I have no need of money, please. That would be too much. You are my guests.
Exciting.
I
I
look
like
out the
you
window.
too.
Is the chicken following me?
The chicken?
The black chicken.
Make his butt in, Jack.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god, fucking tape. My desk is covered in sandwich.
What?
I
Just
gotta get
one.
space for my
Yeah, this is
dice.
making a sandwich buffet.
He's a sandwich artist.
Thank you. Finally, someone knows the title.
I'm a sandwich artist. Deep, dark fantasy.
Is that how that works? I don't.
What?
19, I think. I think that's a hard success.
Hmm? Hard success?
success.
You don't see anything. You see chickens, but you don't see that one.
That's
I
good.
narrow my eyes, and the camera zooms in on my face, and it plays a suspicious tone.
Oh.
Then it zooms back out and goes back to the laughs.
A chicken pops up from behind one of the
you see
a
a slightly harried looking woman, probably in her early 50s, late 40s maybe, who says, "Todor, what's the trouble? Oh, who are these people?" He says, "These are our honored guests. We are giving them a place to stay. They will be joining us for dinner, promptly." And she says, "Well, we have enough food, I guess. I suppose that's all right." He says, "Of course it's all right. Martha, would you show them to the empty beds? I think we have some on the 3rd floor." And Marjorie says, "I know exactly what you're talking about. Please follow me. Try not to step on any of the children. They get underfoot like bugs."
Oh my god, they're so tiny.
So,
They're skidding around. Oh god, that one's on the wall.
Says,
Watch out.
"I'll make sure that elk is perfectly roasted." And just fucking storms off.
Okay, so thinking back outside, did it look like they were... This is a bigger place than I thought.
It's big. The 3rd floor,
Okay.
I mean, there are 2 main stories, and then there's like a 3rd, like, kind of like a,
Smaller one?
it's a smaller floor, like, you might have to hunch a little bit in it, but it's there.
Okay.
She leads you, through, you guys basically having to dodge running children who barely seem to pay you any notice. A couple of people, like, smile at you and raise big jugs of, like, fucking what looks like some real jank alcohol that they're just swilling.
Woo!
And you can hear the sizzling of meats, and the scent of food fills the air. It's quite a time. She leads you upstairs and she says, "You know, my brother has a big personality, but he seems to like you quite a lot, so, you know, well, he seems to like everybody, I guess."
He does seem
He's a big fan of the
like a
dude.
gregarious fellow.
He certainly is.
Gregarious?
We have the room, so I suppose it's okay. He has invited guests over when we don't have enough food or room before, though, so I'm glad you guys came when we did. And she seems to like, she's clearly quite fond of him, but frustrated by him.
Yeah, I'm sure he inconveniences the family a lot with this.
So she leads you up to the 3rd floor, which is low. It's not like super cramped, but the ceiling's only about maybe 5.5 feet high, so you'll have to hunch a bit to go through, especially if you're especially tall. She, however, is walking perfectly fine. She's like 5'1". And she leads you over to a corner alcove, where you can see a number of small, not particularly elegant, but comfortable-looking beds off in the side of this smaller floor. And there's like a bunch of boxes and old paintings and shit just lying around, and there's actually quite a fine collection of pottery nearby on a shelf. And it's quite nice.
What kind of pottery? I don't know pottery. I'd say, oh, what fine pottery!
Oh yeah, that's sort of Roman stuff, I think. Sometimes Father Filipovich sends the lesser pieces our way, and you know, he sells the important ones to the museum in Belgrade and gets a good price too. But sometimes we get a little kickback, you know, just some nice stuff.
What do you... God, do you guys have like a Roman, like, ancestral crypt or something around? Like, where do you get all these?
I don't know too much about it, but I've heard that apparently there's some sort of big Roman ruins thing around these parts. I don't know much about it myself.
Dang, that's neat.
Make a spot hidden roll.
Oh,
He was the one looking, so.
okay.
Turns out that it's all fucking crazy Cthulhu shit. That's
This place crawling in Cthulhu's.
a fail.
A fail? Okay.
I don't have my dice.
If anybody else was inspecting the Roman pottery, they could do it also, but...
I'll inspect Roman pottery.
I was thinking it'd have to be like,
I haven't made a roll in a
Arc-
month. 67. That should be a success. A normal.
Okay. Janos, are just sort of taken by the idea of like, wow, there's a whole bunch of cool shit in this area, I guess. But Felix's eyes train on one item that looks a little out of place.
oh no, it's fake.
There's a beautiful, elegantly carved bone pipe whistle lying on the windowsill. And it's you take a closer look at it and you're pretty sure you recognize, carefully etched on it is an elder sign.
I point to it and ask her, does
And
this work?
You can see Todor is climbing up the ladder at this point. That leads to the 3rd floor. And what'd you say to her?
Oh.
I point to her and ask, hey, does this work?
I think it does. Sometimes the children like to play with it and just make whistling noises, but
Can I try it?
I certainly.
Oh,
You
I
remember
didn't know
Felix?
you knew how to play the
Flan was
flute.
asking if the elder sign worked. I was like,
Felix will take a toot on the flute.
I
Okay.
didn't know you knew how to play the flute, Felix.
All right, you
Uh,
were celebrating.
You blow into the flute, and it doesn't make like a high-pitched whistling noise like you would expect to come from a whistle. It makes a very low noise, like a warbling tone that you can sort of feel in your bones, and it causes the instrument to vibrate slightly, and it's very strange and like bassy.
Nice.
And you see Todor walking up and say, "I see you have found our weird whistle.
It is. It is weird.
It's a strange whistle. Ha 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 ha."
That is a weird whistle. Where'd you get?
What a
Is it
weird
another
whistle.
Roman artifact?
Oh yes, well, we I can't remember where we got that one. I think we might have plowed it out of the fields, to be honest.
Hmm.
I've
Do
heard
you
that
like
story
it?
before. I do.
Well, then it is yours, my friends. A gift for my new friends.
Oh,
And you see,
thank
you see Marja look over her shoulder like, oh, for fuck's sake.
She's just giving away the whole fucking house.
I'm going to like whisper to whoever's nearest. Let's go buy these guys some nice things later.
Ah,
Very nice.
you should always give a gift to new friends.
Oh, thank you.
I wish we had a gift to give you.
Oh, now I feel like that.
Alright, this
I
is
don't
so
have anything to
embarrassing.
give.
I don't have anything
Oh.
to give you.
Oh, don't worry, you are in my home. You have no need to reciprocate, and I would not accept.
Oh,
Oh, you.
you're very kind, sir.
Well, whatever you say. Now please, put down your bags, ease your burdens. The roast is coming along. We will eat in a hot second.
Yes.
Hot second.
Ah,
What'd that
yes.
for?
He says, Marja, come along. One of the children wants to show you a finger painting or something. And she says, oh, okay. And she
Finger paintings.
she looks back at you guys and just sort of shrugs and follows Todor down the ladder.
Okay, we'll be down shortly. Bye bye.
Hey, we got a cursed whistle, everybody.
Woo! It's cursed.
what's that, what's that weird marking on it?
Cursed.
Felix will open up his suitcase and pull out his tiny embroidered pillow
Yeah.
with the exact same sign.
Yep.
This
Oh.
is an elder sign. It makes bad things go away.
What, like, robbers?
No, like tentacle monsters.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Hey,
You
I've
said-
seen some of those before.
You said cursed. That sounds like it's not cursed.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a good thing, not a bad thing.
I mean,
Like-
if you need this thing, you're probably in a bad time already.
Well,
Oh.
anything that'll help us defeat the minions of Satan. Good.
Okay. Huh.
What?
Whack.
Still, didn't know you could play the. Oh wait, no, it's just a whistle, not a flute. Never mind.
Didn't know you could
That's
play the
not
whistle.
impressive.
It's
Didn't
just
know you could play the whistle.
Damn, dude. Play that whistle.
I didn't know you could breathe.
Play that funky whistle.
I can't read.
White boy.
You can play the whistle? Nice. Alright, well,
I look at the other artifacts.
The rest of them are just very fine and relatively mundane looking.
Yeah.
Roman vases and pots and bowls and like wine jugs and stuff. It's all quite nice looking, very old, very authentic looking, at least from your layman's perspective.
yeah. They got any cool pictures on them?
Not so much. It's a lot of simple designs. You gather these at least the stuff that they have here was probably from the people who, you know, had the simpler items in the long lost Roman society.
The more utilitarian.
Yeah, you imagine the real fancy stuff is probably the kind of stuff that is being sold in the museum.
That makes sense. Still very neat. I don't know how they're just like robbing a fucking Roman. I mean, I guess it is like the 1900s, so.
It's 1927.
Yeah, there's still shit to be found everywhere.
There's all kinds of stuff buried.
God, when did they find the mummies?
Before this.
Was it? Okay.
Pretty sure. I think. They found Tutankhamun in 1922.
When did we stop
Wow.
snorting mummies as a drug?
After this. We are currently in prime mummy snorting time.
Yeah, I think we stopped snorting them when we started to run out.
We ran out of mummies and curses.
Mm-hmm. Real shame, they're just, too many people.
Return the slab.
Return the slab.
It's mine.
Hey, buddy.
I'm gonna need
Get
that
your own.
slap back.
Hey,
Gonna
buddy,
need that slab back.
I gotta get that slab, dude.
Gonna need that slab back.
Bro, let me take you to the bathroom.
Bro, please, I've been good.
That's my slab.
Fuck. That's my slab.
No, let's not despoil this recording.
Alright.
You sounded so disappointed.
Despoil, implies there's something pure to be sold.
You're right.
That's true.
You're quite correct.
I mean, yeah. It's more pure, but that's not saying much.
You see a huge bearded head poke up through the trap door.
Oh yeah.
God.
We eat, and he goes back down.
Oh!
A little gopher or something.
Oh, sounds like soup's on.
We're eating
Man.
animals. I don't think it's soup.
They can make
First
it
off,
What?
Yeah.
soup's on. I didn't say that.
What?
I didn't say that.
What?
You just
What?
What
Stage
the
on.
fuck?
Did you say soup on?
Yeah.
Soup's on.
There you go.
Shade on.
I say soup's
You're gonna
on.
get a stroke.
Soup's on.
Stage on. Alright.
I don't know who I was responding to.
Let's drop
Oh
off
my
our
gosh.
backpacks, our packpacks, and store your concealable weapons if you want to bring a gun to a dinner table.
You maybe don't.
I mean, I have my knife in my boot, but that's just common, so that's fine. Alright, let's go eat.
Let's go feet, dude.
Declare your weapons now, or hold them in their backpack.
I'm gonna keep mine on me, but just I don't know. Yeah.
Can I get some food as well?
What did
So
you say, Bronson?
you guys
Can I
head
get some food? That's
downstairs.
all. I don't see why it matters. The backpack.
You guys head downstairs to join them in the evening meal, in which 23 people sit around tables shoved together, fighting over enormous platters and bowls of steaming food.
Yeah.
And Todor is, of course, at the head of the table, and you can see he has cleared sections up near him for you guys to sit.
What an honor.
He says, "Come, join me at the head of the table, my friends."
Oh,
And you see everybody is like waving at you. You're getting a bunch of fucking handshakes and slaps on the back, and a bunch of them are speaking in a language you don't understand. Not all of them clearly know English. But they all look rather excited to see you.
Yay.
And yet, they're not paying that much attention to you.
Aw.
Like, it seems like random guests in this house is sort of just not, at this point, a matter of significance.
It's a common occurrence.
Exactly. So they're like, new friends. Hey, what's up? Okay, so back to what we were doing.
Yeah.
But Todor, however, is just hyped that you're here.
He's having a great old time.
More best friend.
Sit down, get yourself some delicious food. We've got some soups and a stew and big heaping fucking piles of venison.
But what about
Oh
sausage?
boy.
I eat some food.
Hope none of
and
this
he
soup
says,
is arson.
and I have here, and he fucking pops this huge bottle of like very, very old wine. And he says, this is vintage. I keep it for only my finest guests. And he starts pouring you guys big big fucking tankards of wine.
Ah,
Nice.
that's great.
And he sort of raises it. He says, the Romans had the right idea on some things.
They did. You're right. I raised the glass. I
Boy.
wait for him to drink before I drink. Though.
Is this a reference?
He takes a big fucking gulp.
All right, cool.
Little do we know, he's built up an immunity to arsenic and crushing.
And
God
he says, I toast to the friends of Todor Nedic, but Todor Nedic is dead, and I have no need of friends.
Make a con save.
Make a con. And he reaches over and he bites the throat out of Marja.
Oh
Oh
no!
my god.
Okay, I
And
killed
draws
one.
his spatha from behind the podium.
Oh!
Ugh.
I suppose I have weapons on this wedding barge.
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
Did you hear that?
What was that?
Ironic laughing.
Ronick is.
deafened.
I know it's.
Stefan.
I thought someone was like a video of the recording.
That was horrifying.
Okay.
Always.
All right. So yeah, I start
Always.
drink.
It's always something. What is that?
What is?
Okay, now I'm pretty sure that's a dying animal. Something from Marble.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
You good?
We're
Or...
all, we're
Okay,
all
it's-
waiting.
Is it done?
That is so disturbing.
Maybe if we ignore it, it'll go away.
Maybe it was the Tom and Jerry scream.
That's what it sounded like.
It might have been.
like a goofy yell.
Okay, but what
Yeah.
if what if
Yow!
Jerry's screaming at
Yeah,
iPad?
like.
Why was Jerry screaming? Never got hurt.
Why Jerry scram?
Because he didn't get his iPad.
He found the iPad. He found iPad with Elder Sign.
Hey, a mouse can't use an iPad. All right.
Jerry,
Correct.
get Elder Sign.
Jerry get Elder Scroll.
Jerry, get the curse of the simulacrum.
Jerry, get Simulacrum.
Oh, good for him.
Hey,
Aw.
good for you, man.
Congratulations.
Aw.
Did you know that Tom was a fucking agent of the Brotherhood of the Skin?
I could see it. No, actually, no. He'd be with someone else.
Actually, you know what? I can't see that.
Actually,
I
you know what?
close my eyes.
This doesn't make sense with the established Tom and Jerry lore, and you, sir, are a cunt.
You should go to hell and die, motherfucker.
I hope that you live a fruitful life and have many children and a lovely wife, and all of them are taken from you.
But you watch them. You watch them.
You
die.
watch him. You cannot die. You're not
You
allowed.
can't
to
die.
Not
You
yet.
will live
Not yet.
eternally to watch your loved ones die over and over again. All because of this bullshit that you try to put into the Tom and Jerry canon, you fucking piece of
I
shit.
saw you go onto the fucking wiki page for Tom and Jerry and try and edit it in, you piece of shit.
You fucking
asshole.
scum of the earth. You fucking pile of
Can't
human
do it.
shit.
I drink the wine.
Gulp, it is quite strong, quite
I eat
flavorful, and very pleasant.
It's not. Hope I don't die.
Bronson, do you imbibe heavily?
Wait a second,
Not even
Bronson.
of age yet.
Oh wait, we're in Europe. You can drink.
You're in
I
Europe.
don't fucking care.
Well,
Come on, Bronson.
do as the
Drink.
Romans do. Get it? Because we're making jokes about the Romans.
Oh, I get it.
Bronson,
got Roman.
It's pretty funny.
Bronson
You know what they
takes a
say?
big gulp of this wine. Bronson, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Hell yeah.
You know what they say? Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither was Bronson's
Liver.
legality.
I got an extreme.
That's extreme.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I have a big con. Well, I have like an average.
Bronson takes a sip of it. It tastes quite good, but you don't feel any different. You're not really sure what all the hubbub is about alcohol.
I think I prefer sticking to a Pepsi.
Yeah,
Pepsi,
big PepsiCo supporter in 1927.
Was PepsiCo even a thing at this point?
I have no fucking idea, dude.
Jesus Christ. I don't think.
I
I think so.
I think Pepsi existed and they weren't popular yet.
Oh, yeah.
Pepsi was created in 1893.
Holy
There you go.
shit.
Oh, no, but
It was called
yeah.
Brad's drink then, though.
It was renamed to Pepsi Cola in 1898. And then it became Pepsi in 1960.
Well, I'll be goddamned.
So it existed.
Pepsi, born
Yeah,
in
there
the
you go.
Carolinas.
Pepsi wasn't popular until 1936, though.
But he likes it.
Yeah.
Why do you like? Wait,
What? Big hipster on that Pepsi there.
Pepsi was from North Carolina, wasn't it? That's a fucking tagline, and I've seen it on all the fucking cans. Born in the Carolinas.
North Carolina, yep.
Yeah,
Brad's
there we go.
drink, North
Yeah,
Carolina.
why is
New
the fucking
England.
like Northerner drinking fucking Pepsi at like this time when they're not popular? What's going
Because
on?
his
I
dad
think
spent,
it's-
because his dad spent a lot of time in the South, and he picked up a taste.
He was a very, very firm believer in Jim
His-
Crow laws. He had to like
His
go.
dad.
He was protesting down there, protesting against the abolition of Jim Crow. He was like, "Keep 'em away, goddamn darkies." Oh come on, I've said worse in character as Bronson's dad.
It's true.
It's true.
Um,
All right, we eat the
Keep
food,
it up.
drink the wine. I don't drink the wine.
he says, okay. He said too many roofies in her past.
What are you?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Huh? You fucking little piggy? You fucking short fucking.
She
Fucking-
administers the roofies.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
You
no.
almost said, yeah. Wait a minute,
I almost
that's
fucking
admitting to a
exposed him.
crime.
Oh,
And he says,
Christ.
"So, what is your business in town, my dear friends?
Oh, we're here to try and buy some artifacts.
Some artifacts. Oh,
Yeah.
are you just talking to the father, or?"
We talked to him, but we're gonna get with his contact grandmother.
yeah.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. And you hear a bunch of oh, ho, 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 ooh, ooh.
What does this mean? Oh,
Grandmother, she is an odd one.
Oh, is she?
A lot of people think she was some kind of scholar when she was young, but she's lived in the woods so long, people think she's probably a little crazy at this point. And it's been a long time since she's been here in Orasac. Last time she was here, I was a teenager.
Jeez. How does she get supplies? Does she
Hell
just
if I
live
know.
alone?
Maybe she hunts. I don't know much about her. All I know is that she has lived there forever.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, people didn't call her grandmother, but they do now.
What's her name?
I don't know.
What did they call her before?
I don't remember.
Oh, well.
It's been a long time. I'm sure I knew it at some point, but I am, I'm going to be 60 in a little less than a year or so. It's all starting to drift out of my head.
Oh, you're fine.
I'll tell you who
years.
she doesn't like.
Who's that?
The Cigani hates him.
Oh. A lot of people seem to not like the gypsies around here. How do you feel about them?
The gypsies, they're alright. They like to drink, they like to play music, they like to have a good time. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of those things.
Yeah, fair.
And actually, it's a very important night for this village. we are a superstitious lot here out in the woods, and we need to make sure that the rains come for the crops. So the gypsies have agreed to put on a performance for us to try to bring the rains.
Oh, what kind of performance?
Oh, some sort of ritual of theirs, whatever gypsy hubbub they have. It's all quite interesting, though, and they get quite drunk, so it's very fun. You're all welcome to attend. It'll be a hoot.
Oh,
Sounds
really?
like you're
What time
having a
does it start? Is it happening soon?
Oh, it's going to happen, probably a couple of hours when the moon is high.
Ooh, alright. What do they call it, or do they have a name for it?
I don't remember. I'm sure they have some sort of name in their gypsy language, but I don't remember. We just know it as the ritual that brings the rains. But the father, you know, he likes them, but he disapproves. He wants them to have their faith in God instead of whatever pagan deities they worship. But I say live and let live, you know. They seem fine.
That's fine. That's fair.
Now, his wife, though, she makes sure that they keep all of their business far away from the town. She is, how do you say, very racist towards these gypsies. I don't know what they did to her, but she does not like them.
Yeah.
We got an idea of that.
Yeah, she did not like them.
Well, it's all right. But I personally, in my duties as mayor, have invited their wise woman to the village to perform the ceremony, and it's going to be cool.
Oh, it's just gonna be one of them coming in to do.
Well, there's them, and there's some girls, and they're going to be a bunch of the gypsies are going to be around, probably nearby, passing out their drinks. They distill their own this sort of moonshine. It's potent.
Wow. Ooh.
It's sort of an ingratiating gesture, I guess. They want to get into good graces. Not everybody likes gypsies around these parts. I didn't know if you know.
Oh yeah, we saw it coming in.
But
I understand that, but I do understand moonshine too.
It certainly turns the tide for a little while. The Sigani, they know how to brew. But it should be a good time.
Note to self, learn gypsy moonshine secrets, send them back to the boss.
But yeah, one time we had a ritual. I think they were sort of heading back, and Marja, do you remember? And Marja says, "Oh yeah, they were heading back or something, and I saw grandmother yelling at them in the forest. They were like shouting curses at each other, like not cursing but curses." And it went on for like 10 minutes, and she kept calling them ignorant heathens. It was very unpleasant. So she likes them even less than the father's wife.
Does grandmother normally show up for the ritual?
Oh no, I don't even know why she was around. Maybe she just came to yell at them. But, you know, that is all grim business. I'm sure that she will be positively disposed to you, and you'll have a wonderful conversation with her. She's just a little kooky.
Oh, yeah. No. That's fine.
Dealt with many of those.
How is the elk, by the way? I roasted it myself.
Oh, it's great. I assume I'm eating it and have.
It is fantastic.
You haven't even touched it.
Oh, it's great, he says, looking at his full plate.
It's great.
You don't even have a fork on your beside you. How are you eating?
I used my special ingredients, arsenic and ground glass.
Yes! I fucked each of these deer to death myself.
Delicious.
You know I did. They call me Old Todor Deer Fucker.
Flopping deer puss.
Dear fucker.
You fuck one deer, and you get yourself a reputation for being a fucking cool guy.
And you fuck a lot of deer, and you become cooler.
It's a 1-to-1 relationship between coolness and deer fucking.
I have a chart that shows the linear growth of.
Hold on a second. He turns and he pulls down like a fucking
chart.
chart.
Hang on, I
Here
have a
you see
PowerPoint
the
presentation.
positive correlation between my coolness, he taps on it with a pointer, and how many deer I fuck.
They all clap.
Everybody politely claps at the table.
Yeah.
He knows his statistics. He's good at this.
I like that he's a man of science.
Hold up. Gotta pin that.
We're not gonna understand what that like came from.
Who cares?
This came out of nowhere too. What the fuck?
Deer
Oh,
pussy
man.
smashed 100 XP. Level up.
Do you do it so you can get like their urine to attract the stags? Or do
This
you
wasn't actually canon, this conversation.
How can we ever know?
Just... What?
You're so
My
good. at it.
God.
Things not being canon is the theme of this arc.
What do you mean? Just
Anyways,
Yeah.
be careful when you go out there, even during the day. These woods are old and dark, and there's wolves and brown bears, and
Oh, bears
It's,
too.
oh yes, it's quite dangerous around there. And the paths, they don't last for long. The nature likes to take them back.
Mm.
The fact that grandmother lives that far out, another reason why people think she's a little crazy. But you know, I'm sure you'll be fine. You look like capable fellows, and lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And lady.
Yes. Bronson, I heard what he said.
Wow, I wasn't talking in character, Nick.
He does it again.
What?
Just assuming? God.
The remainder of the meal is a hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
Todor gets increasingly drunk throughout the night.
I do
and-
want to say, if there's a party later on, I do want to pace my drinking. if I'm
Todor
going
does
to
not.
continue. Yeah,
Um,
want to be somewhat sober.
but by the end, but you can see he's with all of the wine he's drinking, he is chugging water at the same time.
Oh, he's gonna be pissing every 2 minutes.
Oh yeah. And by the end of it, despite looking drunk, he almost seems like he's already shaking it off. And he seems like he gets drunk fast, or gets drunk hard, and then fucking it fades quick. It's a curious relationship.
That's a talent you got there.
Yes,
Todor.
my biology is fucked. I've probably got about 5 more years before my liver jumps out and strangles me. But it's fine.
Oh, you know.
Well,
I'll be...
we can walk
got
over
that.
to the ritual together if you want. It should be starting shortly.
Oh yeah. Hey, what do you guys think? What, you ready? Yeah. You need to like gussy up, Holly. Or we?
Is that how you call it? Is that what you call it now?
What?
Are we
Gotta gussy
partying?
up. Are we jiggling?
I think. All right, let's go jiggle. Everybody got their stuff. We should probably just leave our bags here, I guess.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah.
Should we leave our bags?
I'm sure it'll be fine. He seems like a nice dude.
Okay, all right,
So does
that's
everyone
good.
else.
Anybody? We
Sounds good to me.
Wait, sorry, what? I was getting a cookie.
Oh my god.
What?
We're
I wanted a
jiggling.
cookie.
We're gonna go to the gypsy party. Do you want to try and gussy up or get stuff first, or are we going?
I mean, I have my gun. I think we should be fine. I mean, I don't really know what could happen that couldn't be solved by, a gun. So no, I think
Do you want to put yourself up? Not at a league.
for a gypsy party? You
I don't-
kidding
is that what
me?
he meant, like-
Full of shit.
What does gussy mean?
What?
Yeah, what does Gussie mean? Why am I fussing at this child? What are you talking about? Fucking
Gussy up? What do you mean?
Friends, let's not argue amongst
Look,
ourselves.
here. Gussy up. Make someone or something more attractive.
Ah,
Huh?
It's an extra. Did you actually not know this? I'm confused.
No, I didn't. I was just fucking with you.
I don't know. I've never heard of gussy. Like, up in my
Really?
life.
I
Sounded
have.
sounded really gross.
Oh no.
It's pretty benign.
It's just supposed to mean like you're
Yeah,
putting
it's a
on
very-
makeup.
I mean, like I got it by context, but
How have you never heard that?
No one's ever said Gussie up.
I
or
mean,
read it.
it's
What do
not
you mean?
that common a phrase, I guess, but usually in a, like, stupid way they mean it, like a over-the-top manner.
Where is it from? Like, what's the region?
American English slang
Utica.
from Gussie, 1940. Schoolyard slang name for an overly dressed person. Perhaps related to Gussie, 1901, effeminate man. And somehow connected to the nickname for Augusta and Augustus.
So,
That's a weird connection.
God knows.
yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right,
Yeah!
Let's go.
Party,
We need this
party.
cookie now.
Let's go!
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, party.
he leads you out, and you can see the gypsies have already arrived.
Oh.
Hey, before it starts, could you give me a quick rundown? What do they do, anyways?
What's that?
Do they just dance in a circle? Like, what?
Oh, you'll see. It's quite strange, actually.
Oh,
But
wow.
first, the drinking, then the weird stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Is this the
go.
one I want?
Music stops.
Oh.
The gypsies have arrived. And they're all wandering into the town, playing an assortment of guitars and, like, muttering to each other in the Romani language. And you can see them all dressed in silks and beads and tattooed and all sorts of... They look quite lively. And you can see some of the villagers coming out of their houses, like, oh, cool, it's time for this. And you can see a bunch of the villagers, like, stepping back inside and shutting the doors and pulling the shutters.
Oh no, it's time for this.
Yeah, exactly. Very much the precise opposite.
Oh, no.
And you see them almost sort of sashaying from house to house, bringing with them a large cart filled with these huge fucking, like, ceramic jugs, with, like, fancy writing on the side. And you can see, some of them are handing by, and they're handing you little, rather well-made, like, mugs, basically. And they're just handing them out to anybody they see. They're barely even looking at you, they're just handing it to everybody and giving, like, a little bow.
Oh, thank you.
And
What
then
does it say on the jug?
You don't know.
Oh, it's in Romani.
Yeah.
What dialect is Romani?
Hell if I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Professional chef Gordon Romani.
I'm just wondering, like, what are they, like, related to?
And you can see, now they're coming around with these huge ceramic jugs, and, like, there's, like, this huge, burly, like, gypsy fellow standing in the back of the cart, as, it looks like 2 mules are pulling it. And he's standing in the back of it, just lifting up the jug and just pouring. There's 2 big guys in it, and they're both pouring out of the jug into the cups as they go by. Some of it's splattering on the ground, and they're just filling them to the brims as they go by, and, like, raising their hands and shouting at you and stuff that doesn't make sense to you, but sounds quite friendly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And Totoro is like, what a good time, and he downs it in one huge gulp. It says,
Ooh.
ho, 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 ho.
Damn.
And you can see the cart is kind of making the rounds as these guitar players and musicians and sort of dancers are moving and sashaying around the center of the town, and people seem to be excited about this, and some of them anyways. Some of them look like they're just here for the drinks. Some of them look like they're actually taken by this performance unfolding behind them, and you see a couple of, like, eyes peeking from between blinds and then, like, putting the blind back up.
Where I can fucking leave.
You
My
can see
feet hurt. It's loud outside.
you can see from across the way, over, because it's pretty much just across and a little ways over on the main street. You can see the house of Father Filipovich, and you can see standing in the window, barely like backlit by a fire, is Anna, the wife, and she is just glowering out at this, just staring.
Where's the father at? Is he in the house?
You don't see him. He's not around. He's not in the streets.
Yeah, okay. He probably wouldn't go out there because his wife would give him out.
Yeah, you get that sense. And then, as this continues, you see them sort of step back, these musicians, and the cart come to a stop. And they brought torches with them, and they start to put out the torches one by one, leaving just like the torches in the village to illuminate. And you start to hear some sort of rhythmic chanting.
Do I recognize it?
You don't.
Oh, okay.
And you see an old woman in flowing, loose, elegantly designed robes, starting to make her way through the village, along with a series of what look like young girls in sort of like simple dresses and barefoot. And there is a girl in the head, wearing a skirt and cape of thick leaves, and her skin smeared with mud. And this old woman, leading the chanting, starts to lead her from house to house, dancing and swaying and chanting. And you can see the gypsies, as they approach each house, a ladle of water is dumped over the top of her head. And it looks like small like gifts of simple things like rocks and sticks and like just basic things, but things from each household are pressed into her hands as she keeps walking.
Interesting.
It takes a while, and by the end of it, she is soaked to the skin, her teeth chattering in the cold, and you see those huge guys from the cart carry out one of those big fucking jugs of the moonshine and dump it over the girl in the middle of the town square, cleansing her of the mud and of the water and everything. And she sort of jolts from the cold, but she looks pleased to be part of it.
She won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And the wise woman produces like a small, I don't know, it looks like some sort of like, it's some sort of meat, but you're not sure what it is, and like feeds it to the girl. She eats it, and then she throws a huge shawl around her. And then the gypsies slowly start to make their way out.
Oh, that's the full ritual?
At this point in time, Felix just assumes all forms of ritualism produce demons.
Also, make a spot hidden as they were walking around.
Looks around.
Okay.
All of us?
Fuck.
Yes.
Got you, fam.
No, you don't. You don't got me.
I got you. I just got.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
It's too late. I'm taking you back.
Oh.
I got failed.
Same.
Alright, let me... Let's see. 33... Normal.
Hell yeah.
Alright, those of you who succeeded saw that as that old wise woman walked around the town, sort of leading this ritual with this girl as almost like sort of a conduit for whatever magical energies she purports to be channeling. The wise woman had something on a leather string around her neck, a bone pipe whistle that looked really familiar.
Hey.
But you noticed that.
That's strange.
What? What's strange, Holly?
That it
And then
was the old
Mr.
lady,
Pizzagate.
right?
It was. It looked like some sort of like wise woman who was conducting the ritual.
Yeah, that old woman. She had a something that Felix had, a little whistle, strange little whistle. She had that around her neck.
Oh,
Oh, exciting!
another one of those.
Hey.
Did it have the same little hashtag symbol on it?
Could I see that?
Would it? Yes.
Hard to tell from the distance, but it looked identical in every other way. So
I mean, I wasn't able to get a really good look at it, but sort of. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't think. We can assume that maybe.
Felix
Oh,
can join
If
us next
they
time.
had one of those, I can assure you it means they're just as fucked in the head as all of these guys.
Yeah.
And Felix points to the rest of the party.
Hey.
Hey,
Wait.
we're all in this together.
What?
Ah,
So we're gonna get to doing this ritual or what? Come on, we have the whistle now.
Everybody's just staring at each other blankly, like fucking like deer in headlights.
No, I'm just staring. I'm like, what?
Todor is just sort of
What?
standing near you guys, sipping the last of the drink.
Champion.
So we get some mud and we get a lot of booze.
Oh, yeah, I didn't drink it. I drink it. I take a sip and I judge the taste, and then I.
It's not so much flavor as it is like being hit by a truck.
Nice.
So the thing about moonshine is it's mostly ethanol.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you feel your fucking eyebrows start to curl.
I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
it's got some
Yeah.
kick to it. They kicked me in the teeth.
Yeah. When I get moonshine, I dump like Kool-Aid fucking amounts of sugar in it and then mix it with some fruits. So it's edible.
These Romani did not do that. This is pure.
What is it?
It's good if you're into that sort of thing, but it's not something you would drink for the taste.
Yeah. Well,
You
that
have
was
no
some-
idea how that girl in the middle maintained her composure with a bunch of that stuff probably getting into her fucking nose and mouth and eyes.
Oh yeah. Oh. Oh.
But she seemed to take it rather well.
Hmm.
She's
Oh
used to
god,
it.
her skin
Where
would be
did-
so dry in like
Where did they dunk her?
10 minutes.
Where are they? In the middle of the
They-
town square.
They left, right?
Yes, they're gone now.
Alright.
They've sort of filtered back off to wherever
Assuming
their
the crowd is
encampment is.
dispersed, I want to go to where the ritual was and then look around, I guess.
Well, the
Yes,
ritual
I'm-
was kind of everywhere. They went to every
True, yeah.
they went to every house in the town.
Well, where she got dunked?
Rain will be
Does
worse
it,
than here.
does it smell like alcohol here?
It smells powerfully of alcohol.
Okay, so that was alcohol.
Wow.
Alright. Oh. I wonder if they were trying to jape us. How dare they scam us like that?
Well, that was a hoot.
Yeah, that was neat. I didn't understand it, but
I have
alright.
no idea what it meant, but it always looks quite
I feel
interesting.
cultured. Culture is all around me right now.
I don't understand their customs, but they're very cool. So I don't care, and this moonshine is fantastic.
Very
Oh!
cool.
Good lord. Alright,
Very cool.
it's getting pretty late, and if you keep staying up, you won't have the energy tomorrow to wander into the woods and talk to an insane old woman.
Oh, I always have the energy to do something stupid.
So let's get you folks to bed, and he slaps each of you on the back as you walk by way too hard.
I thought you were gonna say you slapped my ass.
Way too hard.
And then gives you a wink.
He gives you a wink
Oh no.
and says the door to my room is open. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
I mean,
Well, you better
Do
close
we
it.
even have a door?
He asks you how you feel about olive oil.
Well, I think it's fine on salads.
How about some fat cocks?
No, I don't know about those.
Word around town is you have a fat cock.
It's not just good on salads, it's also good on sausage.
Why, yes, I do.
So, I assume you guys go back and go to bed, or are you doing anything else?
We'll go back and say thanks. Good night.
Okay.
And go upstairs. Up.
Alright.
Up.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Go take a nap. Do we want to have somebody like on watch?
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, it's fine.
They're all fine. They're pretty friendly.
Okay. Good night.
Mm-hmm.
So
I go. Is there a chair? Like, what's the fucking layout of this room again?
there's a bunch of like short. They're like these mattresses are laying on the ground, but
All right,
they look.
fuck it. All right, fuck it. I go to bed.
Okay.
We're like in a crack house.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean they're comfortable. They're
Oh,
not
yeah, no.
they're not shitty, but they're not like on. They don't have a structure.
They don't have a frame.
No. So it takes you guys a little while to fall asleep with the snoring and muttering of children in the night, and occasionally the sounds of dogs that just decide that they want to bark. But you manage to get a decent night's sleep. The beds are surprisingly comfortable for the modest accommodations that you're in. And everything seems to go pretty well.
Nice.
Sweet. Neat.
And yeah.
We wake up.
What did you do with the bone whistle, by the way, Felix?
You just put it in his pack.
Okay. So, you guys wake up in the morning and you smell breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baby.
I love to eat food. Let's go, guys. Come on.
And you are
It's time for Saturday morning cartoons.
No, it's a Wednesday.
you awaken to a bustling household, a hearty breakfast. Todor seems reluctant to let you guys leave, but everybody else seems to encourage it.
That's fair.
Not like get out of the house, but like they have stuff to do, Todor. They have to go places. They could listen to one of your 97 stories later. He's like, but my friends! We have a great time together. Who wants to get drunk? It's early enough for it.
Woo! Hell yeah! Wait, no, we gotta go places in the woods
Yeah, we
with
got-
bears and wolves.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone's
everyone's saying
surprised.
we can't get lost in the woods drunk.
Hell,
Lord knows
we
we've
can.
done that before.
good luck.
Have you?
Who hasn't done that before?
So
Wait, are you all alcoholics?
What?
They all have problems, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
the opium
No.
addict is long dead.
The alcoholic is dead, but it doesn't mean he can't pass it on.
That's how it works. When an alcoholic dies, his alcoholism is psychically transferred to the nearest person.
Yeah.
Pass on
It's
more
just like a-
genius.
So some dude in a house in fucking in Vinkovci is now an alcoholic.
It's like unknown armies. There can only be one guy who takes the archetype of the alcoholic.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, you guys head out?
Yeah, say goodbye. Thank you. We'll send return gifts later, or if we come back.
All
We'll
right.
see.
On your way out, Marja stops Felix and says, "By the way, that whistle? This is probably going to sound insane, but Todor never pays attention to these sort of things, but I always have. There are rumors that there are more than wolves and bears in these woods. And local legend says that if you blow a whistle of this design with a full breath, and I mean a full breath, you can maybe make them go away. Frighten the spirits off. I don't know if that actually means anything. I don't know if I believe it myself, but times have been strange these days, and
Felix will show her the pill and like, We're professionals.
She looks very surprised and says, "It is a strange world indeed. Good luck."
Thank you. We'll need it.
She gives you a little nod and steps back into the house and closes the door.
Nice.
Okay, goodbye. Oh, she closed the door. Goodbye.
Stop waving at the house like a weirdo. Come on.
Why would you say that?
He just keeps waving at the house. Todor smashes his fist through a bottom floor window and waves.
Oh!
Goodbye, friends! Oh, my arm!
Should we call a doctor?
Oh,
Like,
no,
yeah,
it'll be fine!
Half of the family's trying to restrain him from following us outside.
Oh! I've got another drink!
They're yelling at us to
I
get
like
out of
him.
here
He's
quickly.
basically a puppy.
He's yeah, kind of. He's kind of a big puppy. I love this character.
A big.
Good fucking.
So you guys don't have the directions.
No, we need to go to the father.
Okay.
Yep.
So you head back to that house
Yes.
and knock on the door. And the door opens
Yes.
and you see Anna. And she just stares at you guys. Like narrow-eyed.
Did she see us when we
Hello.
were there?
How are you today?
She just walks away.
Oh,
She leaves the door. She leaves the door slightly open.
I think she
for the
saw
moment,
it
but she walks
when we
away.
At the
Okay, well, we'll
ritual.
wait here. I assume you're going to get your husband.
Get-
Like
Your
2
husband,
minutes
I
go
think.
by,
Okay, I guess not.
and then you hear the father approaching.
Oh,
He says, "Oh, hello. I apologize if my wife is being cold. She ranted and raved and spat last night that the cursed evil devil Sagani had gotten you under their dark spells or something."
oh, we were out there. That is true.
Yes, well, I think she saw and she's not happy about it. I apologize for my wife. She's a lovely lady, truly. She just has some character flaws.
Oh no, it's quite all right. Tell her that we apologize for causing a ruckus in the streets.
I don't think you were the ones causing the ruckus.
Well, we helped.
Eh,
We ruckused it up with the Toto.
The Sigani are fine people, but I wish they would not spread their paganism so deeply into our village. It can confuse the young minds.
Oh, I mean, they mean the best
Well, whatever you say.
in their
don't,
own ways.
don't say that around my wife. And he looks over his shoulder. Okay, she's not there.
Just having some dances.
So,
That actually, hold on. Sorry. Do you know what they worship? You know.
I have no
All
idea. Some sort of I don't know. You could ask them about it. Their encampment is just outside of town. I mean, I'm sure they'd be happy to talk to you. They don't get a ton of visitors, but
Okay.
anyways, I should tell you where to go.
Yes, please.
That would be nice.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm coming. Hold on.
Hold on.
Actually, can I also ask a question? Do you know, just by chance, do they worship like Roman gods or something?
Oh, no. They worship some sort of pagan thing of their own worship. It's not any Roman thing, as far as I know.
Okay, just curious.
Anyways, grandmother's cottage should be to the northwest, deep into the wood. You will find, if you just go due northwest, you will find some old paths. Most of them are overgrown, but if you follow that general direction in a pretty straight line, you should be able to find it. It's a good walk, but it shouldn't be too difficult to spot the house once you're there.
What? So you said northwest. We'd find what?
Find some old, overgrown paths that should... I mean, even if you don't find them, just keep heading due northwest and you should stumble across it. But if you find the paths, it might be a little safer to stay on them.
Okay. By the way, what's the name of the forest around here? Is there a name of it for it?
If there is, the PDF doesn't tell me, so I don't think it's important.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was
No.
fair. Okay, well, thank you. Appreciate your patronage and that of your mayor. Very nice man.
Oh, Todor is full of life.
Yes, very.
Good luck, and I hope you find what you are looking for.
Yeah. Have a great day. Have a great godly day.
I shall, and I'll try to talk to my wife.
Oh, it's all right.
And he gives you guys
Tell
a
her
little...
we said goodbye and good luck and everything and all that.
I'll see if she responds positively. He gives a little nod and steps back inside and closes the door.
We're tainted.
You have been poisoned.
No, Bronson.
We saw the ritual.
No.
Well, I guess we're pagans now. Well, let me throw away this rosary.
No, Gilligan.
No, Gallagherand. I guess
was
I
that I was blacked out for a minute.
Worship some pagan goddess now.
Well, on to the woods, kill some babies, I suppose.
Oh, as pagans are wont to do, they kill other pagans in the name of the pagans.
Classic.
Wait, did you give us the directions?
Yes.
He did, yeah.
Okay, we're walking there.
Yes, we go northwest. And
Okay.
we continue until, we keep going northwest until we find path. Try and look for paths, guys. As we head northwest.
See any path?
Alright, so as you guys head northwest, somebody make a track roll to see if they can find it.
Who's the tracker here?
That guy.
Oh, yes. Tracker man.
You can make a track or a navigate. I'll do either.
Bronson.
I guess.
Monson! What's your track or navigate, Monson?
Alright, let's look at my track.
I have a
It's
track of 20.
I got navigate 63.
Well,
Is it
There you
98?
go, motherfucker.
What? I gotta find places so I can give them the mail.
Yeah, that's his thing. That's his shtick. Remember, he's a mail boy.
Come on. Alright. That's a hard.
hard?
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough. You easily find the trails that he was talking about. They are heavily overgrown, and they're not looking great, but it's okay. And you head your way through these dark, deep woods. You see, as you entered the woods, you saw a lot of people. As you headed towards the wood, the outliers of the town and like bits of farmland and stuff, there were, people who lived out there as you got closer to the actual edge of this deep dark forest. And they looked at you with some surprise and apprehension that you were walking towards that area. Like, ooh, those fuckers are going into some bad woods there.
On a Granny Poo Poo's place.
Going to Granny Poo Poo's. That's a little Tomb of Annihilation humor for you there.
You guys wouldn't get it. You haven't seen the show. Go on over to.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
All future
Watch as we besmirch the DM's name and you watch his true self emerge.
He said bad words.
As a racist man.
No, that's not true. Don't slander me.
He
does it himself.
Don't slander me.
This is all you, buddy.
Anyways,
Face your sins.
the dark evergreen trees close in, and after you cross a series of green pastures, which are curiously untilled this close to the forest, despite looking like they're pretty good farmland, the dark evergreen trees close in, and layer upon layers of old leaves and needles muffle the soft forest floor. Travel steadily progresses up a long, gentle slope. Trees and moss swallow every sound except for your own footsteps. The trees grow bigger and older as you follow these winding, barely visible at times, trails. There is a strong smell of, that can't be right. Is that something else?
Granny's smoking some reefer.
There's a strong smell of humus.
Hummus?
Yeah, that's why I looked it up, because I was like, there's no way there's a smell of hummus. But there's a smell of humus, which is the organic component of soil formed by the decomposition of leaves and other plant material by soil microorganisms.
Why couldn't they have just said dirt?
I don't know. Of humus and the tickling sensation of rotting vegetation. As the limbs of trees intertwine, the sheltered ground gets wetter. Mushrooms, toadstools, bracket fungi, and slime molds coat every surface. Mold fills your nostrils as you breathe in the thick atmosphere. Movement slows and becomes relatively unpleasant.
Swampy.
Can I have a listen roll from every motherfucker?
Hey, I'm a motherfucker.
Wait, are
You fucked your mother with that fuck?
They failed. They failed my mother.
Failed.
I did it.
I did it.
I got a heart.
So tell me what kind of success that you guys got.
I got an extreme with a 12.
Okay.
Damn.
Anybody else?
I
Just
got
normal
hard
over here.
with a 6.
Okay, so nobody passes but Holly
Yay!
with that extreme. So everybody else is sort of, it's pretty quiet out here, and you guys aren't really hearing much going on. But Holly hears a faint sound at the edge of her perception, a sort of background hum that seems to come from everywhere.
Guys, there's something humming,
What?
like all around.
Humming.
I don't hear
No, that's
anything.
hummus.
No, that's humus.
Humus. Damn it.
No, the dirt's not talking to me.
Doesn't sound like anything to me.
I can hear it. Just keep an eye out, alright?
Okay. What is?
Does that mean the dirt is made out of chickpeas?
Oh god damn it! It's humus. After a long,
It's gonna hit me, watch.
after a long time in the cold, damp air, you notice a faint but welcome smell.
Ooh.
That of freshly baked bread.
Ooh,
Yes,
I
yes.
like that. I like bread and fresh.
It's quite pleasant after smelling fungus for the last couple miles.
and humans.
And it's taken you a while. It's taken nearly 2 hours of walking.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a hike, and you guys are at this point probably pretty damp and pretty cold and pretty uncomfortable. So it's extremely welcome to smell some kind of civilization. And as you enter into a small clearing in the forest, you see a thatched cottage made of a pale brown, rough-hewn timber, with a roughly circular fence of briarwood surrounding a neatly tended plot. And you can hear from inside.
Is that the humming you heard, Holly?
Is that the humming you heard, Nick?
No, the humming you heard wasn't so much humming, more like a vibrato, like a deep, bassy hum. But this is quite pleasant. It's just sort of like a. The door is shut, and the window shutters on the cottage are closed. Give me some spot hiddens, everybody.
Yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah, get it, 35. What I get?
I got a hard.
What did I succeed?
I got normal, brother.
I failed.
Howard.
My dude.
Anybody who passed gets a weird sensation, like something's off. And you keep getting this feeling that you see movement out of the corner of your eyes, but you keep turning and seeing everything looks fine. It seems like something's weird.
Hey guys, we're surrounded.
What?
What?
I started looking around. What? I don't see anything.
I pull out my gun.
That's the point.
That doesn't mean we're always surrounded, though.
What do you mean? You don't see anything, and that means we're surrounded?
Wait, all right. Here's a out of character question. Can I place my hand on my gun like while it's still like hidden, for it to still be considered like readied?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
I have my hand in my gun in my purse.
I have my rifle slinged. Slinged. Well, let's go say hello to grandmother.
Yes.
I don't know. It's actually awkward when you're approaching a cottage in the woods. Should you go up and just knock, or should you like shout from a distance, like "hello," or just?
I don't see why not. It's still a door, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it just sounds weird to like just have people banging on your door in the middle of the woods.
First you need a basket of sweets sent by your mother to your grandmother.
We
all knew it.
All right, well I'll just go up and knock on the door, I guess.
All right. As you all pass through the briarwood fence, the gap in the fence, I need everybody to roll luck.
Oh.
We're gonna get torn up by the fence, guys. There's thorns.
I failed.
I did it, brother.
I failed.
57.
What are we rolling?
Luck.
I pass.
What did you get on your roll? 60?
Yeah, okay.
Failure, man. And what did you get on your roll, Galagrand?
A failure.
What did you get on the roll?
82.
82? 86. Okay. As you guys are walking through the gap in the fence, Galagrand accidentally trails his right hand over the briarwood fence, and you get gashed on a thorn. You take a point of damage.
Oh.
How about not cursed?
Oh gosh, that didn't look
bet
good.
on it.
Yeah, hold on, let me look at that, buddy.
Shh. Ow.
Hey. All right, thank you.
Can I try and band-aid him?
Sure.
Give him a little kiss.
All right, let me give you a little kiss. Little kiss.
To left.
Wait, where's the first?
Thank you for the
Veronica was
smooch,
here.
Janos.
Here's a little kiss. That's hard.
Okay, you're able to quickly wrap it up in some bandages and stop the bleeding, and you get the hit point back, but that hurt, and you still feel like this dull stinging in your hand.
Oh boy.
Feeling alright, buddy? You get a little smooch?
Better after you. Thank you for kissing my boo boo.
Aww.
You're welcome. My lips feel funny now, though.
What? Wait, you guys did it with the lips?
Like,
Well, of course.
but it's hard to smooch you with that helmet on. Alright,
Did we knock on the door?
Let's go
Nobody said
knock
they
on
did?
the door.
Who
I
knocks
walk
on
up
the door?
to the door.
Knock on the door. Knock on the door. I'm clapping.
Okay, you
I'm
say,
cheering
"Police!"
on.
And
What? No. I say hello. We
You
were
say, I'm
sent
gonna
here
blow
by
up the house. You
father.
better watch out.
and you
Christian
hear
John
from inside, "Come in."
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I open the door.
Is
Alright.
it actually unlockable, though?
It is.
Alright, cool.
Oh.
You enter into the cottage, where there is a single large room, with a fire burning in the large rounded clay brick oven, and freshly turned bread steaming on a table nearby.
Yummy.
The walls of the warmly lit room are crammed with shelves, loaded floor to ceiling with fragments of statuary. Near the oven's hearth, an attractive young woman sits at a tapestry frame, rapidly passing a needle back and forth through the canvas and humming in time with the stitching. She looks up and says, "Hello."
Hello.
Hello.
We were looking for grandmother?
Oh, grandmother is out at the moment, but you can stay here for a little while till she comes back.
Oh, nice.
Inside.
I'm Kercha.
Hello.
Oh, I'm Janos. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure. Please, have a seat. I'll make some tea.
What's the insight skill again? Psychoanalysis or psychology?
Psychology.
It's not really insight. It's not as powerful as insight, but you can glean some stuff from it.
I got an extreme.
Yay.
All right. Grandmother is definitely out.
Okay.
Immediately goes.
I wasn't sure if this is.
Alright, I will. Alright, Grandma, I'm about to head out.
Oh my god, a young woman in the woods here.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Like, why is it like
What?
odd for us to be suspicious of this?
No, I'm just pointing it out.
All right, Grandma, I'm about to head out.
Making tea.
Do you know when she'll be back? Where did she go?
Oh, it should just be a little while.
Where'd she go?
Did she go hunting?
I don't always know what grandmother is doing. She's her own woman, you know.
I'm sorry. What did she say her name was?
Kircha.
Kircha.
I will spell it, and you are going to be irritated by it.
Alright, I'm already
good.
irritated. Please give me
I
some
know
medicine for it.
exactly how it's
Oh, God
spelled.
damn it! I was not
that's
right
wrong.
Nope.
at all.
Nope.
That's wrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know if that's how that's supposed to be pronounced, but I could not find that name anywhere, so I made an executive decision that the first C was silent.
What is this fucking Star Trek ass fucking name?
Alright.
Eastern Europe!
Yeah.
East Europe is just Star Trek, man.
Well, these are the Balkans, so it's even weirder.
No, the Balkans are just so like war episodes of Star Trek. If you think about
The
it.
reader is that everybody was so angry all the time because nobody can pronounce each other's name correctly.
I said, "Why can I not pronounce your name, neighbor?" And he says, "Fuck you," and they fight.
He's like, "What's her name? Kirka?" And you're like, "Fuck you, man! You know what my name is."
He's like, I'm sorry, don't hit me."
Please
And then
don't.
he hits him.
That's how they assassinate.
All right, so I look around the house as
Hey,
she's.
wait, can I have some bread? I'm kind of
Oh,
hungry.
absolutely. Help yourself. Oh, sure. And she reaches into like a shelf and pulls out like this old like mason jar and puts it down and sets like a knife next to it and says, "This is a delicious berry spread that grandmother made from local berries. You can put it on the bread if you want. It is sublime."
Oh, that's great.
I'm gonna look around the house while this is
Sounds
going
good.
on.
I'll have some.
Are you grandmother's well, I guess granddaughter?
Adopted.
just- Oh, where?
It's a long story. And she
I got a heart success.
takes a sip of the tea as she's drinking and says, "Ooh." So that was a spot hidden?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see around. Obviously there is these deep shelves with magnificent examples of worked stone and pottery and all sorts of stuff from all shapes and sizes from what looked to be a dazzling range of eras. And you see a lot of arms, dozens of them that look very... You wouldn't know. But you got the sense from that whole hubbub back in the bazaar that they're looking for some kind of arm, and there's a number of them. You would probably have to confer with your friends if any of them were the one you were looking for. But there's quite a few.
I nudge the nearest person who's not like distracted by this bread. Really, really hard though, just to be an asshole.
Who's not distracted by the bread?
How is the bread anyway?
I'm distracted by the lady.
Fucking great!
Yeah.
Did you put the jelly on it?
It's
Or the?
All right,
Did you put the jelly in?
That's Bron.
That's what I try to do. Yeah.
It's even better!
That leaves it. Bronson is
Oh,
distracted. We got
this
the
is a-
fucking doctor distracted.
It's soft but crunchy,
I'm talking to the person in the house,
and
Holly.
it tastes almost like parts of it almost feel like it's been toasted, but other parts feel just soft and malleable. And that spread is not too thick. It's not too thin. It's got the right amount of texture, and the flavor. I can't even describe it.
This
Right,
is
so
perfect.
I nudge Galagran really hard.
Yeah, well,
Hey, I point at the arms. Hey, is that similar to what you killed those men for?
Make a spot hidden, Galligrand.
extreme.
So, I will describe something else first that you're able to see with the extreme thing, because it's fun. You catch a glimpse of Kirch's tapestry, the one that she'd been stitching. Or, yeah. And you can see that it is a vivid depiction of a peasant village. And judging from the layout, it looks to be of Orasac. But as you look around, around for the arms, you get distracted by it for a second, and you realize the villagers that you spoke with today, all of the villagers that you saw, are there. Accurate to the most minute detail, wearing the clothes that you last saw them in.
Are we there?
You are.
Hey.
Make a sanity roll.
Well,
What's that? Ah!
I definitely feel that.
You take 1 sanity damage as you're like, oh, that's weird.
Damn, that's freaky.
What's
The other
I
thing
notice?
is you see these arms, and you've gotten a good feel from the other guys, the sort of thing that you're supposed to be looking for. The sort of details that would stand out. Most of these aren't really catching your eye quite as much. There are a lot of them that are very, very close, but they just don't look quite right. But then, you see, almost in the roof, wedged half in the rafters and thatch, angled up from a shelf, is an arm that looks to be a faint, almost very, 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 very faintly luminescent porcelain. And you get a sense that that's probably it.
I turn to Holly and I say, so, some of those statues,
Yeah.
there, I try to, surreptitiously point towards the
It's
one
a
that's
really
her.
small. It's a really small room, and she is humming like constantly. She has not stopped, but you're gonna have to probably step aside a little farther and talk real quiet.
Yeah,
if
but
you don't want her
Bronson
to
and
hear you.
the doctor like very, very invested.
That's
in
true.
This
That's
bed
true. They're
and discussing
they're
it with her.
Oh,
That's
no, I
true.
was talking to
There's
the
some.
lady.
That's true. There's some conversation going on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
I just,
their fuckery is our benefit. All right.
Yeah, so they're all just.
Oh, how dare I,
I-
talk to
I
the
try to,
person that we're in the home of as soon as we enter?
Surreptitiously point Holly towards the statue of her. Like, take it a look at it.
Or the stitching.
I thought it was
of
a
her.
tapestry.
The stitching of her, yes. The stitching
Yeah,
of
the
her.
one that she's stitching right now. Do
What
I not
about that?
notice this? I'm talking to her.
Do you see that? That's you.
What? I squint. Do I see it?
You do. Now that he points it out.
Huh? Oh!
Oh, hold on. Look up in that. I gesture her towards the simulacrum.
All right, I failed.
You fail? Okay, you take
failed
another.
the
You take a
sound.
point of sanity
Okay.
as well.
And I gesture her towards the arm.
Oh, huh. So that's the thing you guys are after?
Yes.
Should we,
Kercha starts passing out the tea. She's done.
Where exactly is the arm again?
It is way, way, way up on the top of like a top shelf, wedged half in the rafters and thatch, angled, like sort of sitting at an angle. And there's a lot of stuff around it, and there's just all sorts of bullshit. It's a one-room cottage, but the roof is pretty high.
It's like angled up like a pyramid thing.
Yeah.
there are a bunch of like clown horns on in the pathway between us and the like
But yeah,
bookshelf.
the ceiling is, I don't know, probably like 20 feet up. Like, it's a really tall cottage.
Can you jump that high?
20 feet. I don't. It's like a jump skill anyway. It's not very high. In fact, it's a default.
I don't.
You could jump 20 feet vertically?
A sound like the flapping of sheets in a breeze is heard from outside. Footsteps come up the path,
Oh, that must be grandmother.
and a draft gusts through the cottage as an ancient, vigorous woman enters.
As this is happening, can I go over to like Bronson, nudge him, and then point at the statue as well?
Okay.
I say hello.
Him pointing that out, Bronson, you see that porcelain arm, and as being the first member of the party to look, who has actually seen a piece of the simulacrum, oh, that's a piece.
That's it.
The woman is dressed in embroidered traditional skirts and a cloak, neat and tidy. She walks with a pronounced stoop. Her skin is sun-browned and deeply wrinkled. Large moles dot her face. And she smiles a greeting at you, showing her few remaining teeth to be stained dark brown. Kercha rushes over to her and hugs her, and sort of leads her over to the fireplace, and they talk animatedly in a language that none of you understand.
Really? It's not Serbian or Slavic?
It is not.
Ooh.
Does anybody have any... It is also not Romani.
What the fuck?
Does anybody have any points? I don't know why I'm asking this, but it'll be funny too. Does anybody have any points in science linguistics?
What?
You know I should have done... Oh, hell.
I left it at home.
Excuse
It's
me?
like a successful science linguistics roll, and I'm like...
In case you wanted to be a linguist.
In case you wanted to be a linguist. It could be useful. I mean, look at how many fucking language barriers you've run into. I've been easy on you guys, because I don't want to fucking bog the game down, but...
Yeah. It would be pretty funny, though.
She sort of hobbles over to a chair by a fire as her conversation with Kercha concludes, and she sort of sinks into the chair and says, "Well, we don't always get visitors. You must be seeking something extraordinary.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We were
Those
sent
who
here.
make to my house usually have good reason."
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We were sent here we came from Belgrade in search of a piece of a statue.
Ah,
And
Well,
we
as you
were
can
sent
see,
by
I have
Todorovich.
quite the collection.
And
Kercha, would you care to make dinner? Gentlemen and lady, would you care to stay for supper? There will be plenty of time before darkness falls to return to Orasac.
oh, that would be lovely. Thank you. Just a quick thing. My friend here, Sir Gallogrand, he cut his hand on the fence. That's all right? It's very brambly.
What? Oh, my friends, I apologize. As you can see, I'm getting on in years, and it's difficult for me to maintain all of my grounds. Kercha, bless her heart, always tries to help, but she's a delicate young thing.
Fair enough.
You see Kercha is placing more wood in the oven, greasing a large roasting pan, peeling carrots and potatoes and onions and shit. So, I do have quite the collection, so the doctor has sent you to the right place. I've been piddling around Roman and Byzantine ruins since I was a girl, and I've been collecting everything I found since then. I guess you could call me something of an amateur archaeologist.
Oh, yes, I see that. There's quite a few artifacts here. It's quite nice. I like it. We saw some examples at the village, too.
Yes. Sometimes the villagers get a little bit of our stuff. It's, well, you know, we like to give them some kickback, especially because they keep those fucking gypsies out of their town.
Oh.
And she fucking spits.
Classic. Ooh, Bronson. Whew.
Yeah.
What?
Bronson likes it when they spit.
What?
Yeah, Bronson likes it when they spit. He
Does he?
fucking claps. He's
Okay.
Yeah!
Remember?
You're spitting!
Not the spit part.
Don't.
That's the message I got, and that's what I'm taking.
Okay.
That's what I got when you said it last time.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
gonna stick with it.
You're just some weird shit, Bronson.
Yeah, come on.
How dare you?
I'm geek.
Yes, as a the statue.
Statue.
Here too. I think we have a particular one in mind.
Well, I've certainly got a lot of statuary. A lot came through on, well, I moved here 40 years ago to be on an old trade route through the Roman province of Moesia Superior.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I found quite a number in this area as a result. So I probably will have what you're looking for. But I expect a fair price.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, it's fair.
I hope you brought suitable payment.
So do I. Looks at Anker, who has run off in the village.
Anker's fucking gone.
I
got 30
Fuck.
bucks.
I look up
Hi,
at the statue.
hi.
I got
my
like
name
$5, lady.
So,
Hi, my name is Felix.
what sort of statue are you talking about?
I look up at the statue arm, and I
Point at it. Point at it.
Point
Do
out
it.
to where
I
he's
point up and
looking.
say, I think that's the piece.
I
Looks
looked
around.
up.
What? Where? This? Perhaps it's on this shelf, or
No.
this one,
Granny,
Oh.
come on.
or
I looked up. I
this.
see.
Come on. Granny. Come on.
Why is it
This
so high
one?
up in the rafters?
Ketchup, put the pan in the oven for goodness sake. It's well greased enough. She's okay. Pulls the oven open, puts the pan.
Alright, how much money do we all have together?
I don't know if she wants.
Wait, hold on.
Is it
When
this
she's putting the
one?
pan in, can I... This is probably way too... Can I look at the pan and look at the vegetables? Are they carved like us?
They are not.
Okay.
What's she trying to make a potato head?
She turn you into a potato.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do.
Let's see.
Very high up there.
And Kercha still will not stop humming. It's actually starting to get a little grating. As she's still... It's almost like interrupting the conversation.
You quite like humming. Kercha.
And grandmother says, it's a quirk of hers.
Oh,
What? Maybe I can help. Maybe you can help these old eyes find it if you tell me more about it. Is there anything unusual about it? Color?
I said I pointed up at it.
No, I know. She's just fucking looking around.
Oh, okay.
oh,
I'm
it
sorry. I'm
looks
sorry.
like-
It's on that very top shelf up there. That arm.
What? Oh, well, there it is. She points up to it. My goodness, how did it get up there?
I don't know. That's quite high up.
Tell me, what is this piece to you?
Bronson?
Started sweating. Bronson, answer the lady.
It's very important to us.
Yeah!
We're collectors, you see.
Collectors?
Oh yeah,
Well, what are you collecting?
We got a license form for it too. See, I pull out the papers.
That's not what I asked about. I don't give a hoot about
Sorry.
licenses.
Oh, all right, sorry.
What is this piece? I'm curious to know what kind of value I have on my hands. And don't lie to me. I've got keen eyes.
Why did you say it like that?
She's dehydrated. Come on, she's all.
She's been out in the woods. It's been damp and cold, but she's thirsty. Real mess. Where do you get your drinking water?
Well, I mean, to be honest, we don't necessarily know the value. We're here collecting it for a friend of ours.
Fast talk.
I'm not.
You know that this is a fucking major artifact of huge, like, fucking cult importance, you fucker.
Yeah, but we are gathering it for a friend, because we don't know.
The first
Yeah,
part
but
is what he's rolling for.
He's trying to like
Don't worry, boys, I got
undervalue.
I managed to get it hard.
Okay.
Little did you know.
She's fucking.
She's God, and she needs a...
Because I actually managed to have points in fast talk.
What?
Her fucking... It's high.
Assume so.
She narrows her eyes real thin and says, I don't have to give you anything, young man. You came to my house.
I apologized for that.
Catcher, those things are getting boiled. Flip them over. Sorry, grandmother.
I must admit I don't know the whole story. Bronson, would you really tell them?
I don't think. The reason why I was doing this is so I didn't have to tell the whole story.
He's already said it.
What?
Well,
I mean, I've already told you what the story is. You know, what our friend wants us to go around collecting them, and so that's why we're going on a little adventure here.
my friend is. What?
How does she respond to this news? Like, what's the expression on her face?
Sorry, what did you say?
I pretty much said the same thing I did last time. Like, I don't.
You don't know again?
No, he didn't really tell us. Just we were going around.
Okay, before she responds, what is the look on her face?
Annoyance?
Probably good. Yeah.
Weren't there like bad guys that were trying to like? You guys mentioned something about bad people trying to get it, right?
Oh yeah, there was some
Bad people.
Turks. There was some Turks after it.
Yeah,
Turks.
I think that's
Yeah.
part of the reason why he sent
Yeah.
us. He wants us to get up before they do.
Well, what is its significance?
He's good. I don't know if I actually know that.
I think the only one who does is fucking Bronson.
And Felix. Felix was there.
I'm trying to hide it.
I don't know. I look at the two people that have been in the party longer than us.
Well, like I said, I don't really
Alright,
know.
out
This
of character,
is
I
just-
won't be mad if you tell her, and then it turns around to bite us in the ass. So
I'm trying to hold it up as much as I can.
I'm
until she-
starting to wonder if you're taking advantage of an old woman and her hospitality to swindle me out of some great artifact.
You had her
Okay,
bread, Bronson.
okay. Felix is going to pull out Felix amounts of money and put it on the table.
How much money does he have? How much money do you put on the table?
I don't think I've bought anything other than the coffee earlier. So
How much money do you put down?
whatever Frank's spending limit was.
Christ.
That was
find-
pretty large.
I can find out. Let's take a look.
Oh, it's $20 off.
She fucking just looks up again, like, come on.
What do you mean? That's
Hold
a lot
on,
of money back.
I got a quarter in here somewhere.
This woman makes a tidy living off of these fucking pieces.
She's not going to be easily fucking
These
robbed.
big old American dollars would do well here in the woods.
Let's see.
They can fend for themselves.
They can fight.
You know, it's not cheap in the woods. It's really hard to pay off wolves.
I can imagine.
That big bad wolf comes in every now and then.
And he's like, I'm gonna get you, and she's like, you fucking aren't.
And then he's like,
She
how's
throws
the
money
vibe?
at
Spending
doing? And
his
he's like,
spending
"Alright."
level his spending level is $50.
That's a good amount.
Price.
I don't know, that's ours.
She looks down at it. She looks up and says, I look like a peasant, do you?
Oof.
Oh,
She
I
takes it
throw it.
though.
Oh, she takes it.
Oh, she took it.
Oh,
She says,
she took it.
fine, I won't push it any further. I'll consider that a bribe. But now you have to pay for the piece.
What?
Oh,
How much?
how
Should
much?
get you?
Considering I was just bribed to not ask questions, I'm going to guess that it's probably pretty important.
Nice job, Bronson. What? What? I didn't say anything. Who was
Out
that?
of character, I would never say
say-
something what.
My going rate is, well, we're going to push that up a bit. Let's say $300.
Huh? That's a lot.
$300.
When's the next train?
In like 2 days. No, it's like it's like a day.
Money earning
Like the train.
montage.
Oh, the train back is at 8.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright.
No. The last train back to to Belgrade.
Oh, well, that also.
Okay,
Is that
so
Is there a bank? In
Yeah, is there?
God.
It's
You know
let's
what?
take a look.
I trust you. Perhaps I'll send Ketcha back to town with you, and you can get the money like that. Ketcha, are you up for a bit of a field trip? And she looks.
Is there a bank?
She looks kind of startled, but she says, "I suppose."
That arm's gonna be.
Is there something we could trade? Is there
You can
anything you
just-
want like?
some
For us
people
to
can
do?
hang out here, and some people can go to the bank.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah, splitting the party with a crazy witch woman.
Yes, I love it. It's a good plan.
So,
Okay, Felix,
not
you
it-
stay
don't
here.
worry,
That's
don't
nice.
listen. I have full faith that you won't fuck me over.
Oh no.
So I'll
I
let
have
you
the same faith in you.
So I'll let you take it with you as a gesture of good faith.
We gotta pay this woman back like real
Yeah.
fast.
Oh god.
I'm scared.
I don't
You want us to like kill some wolves for you, maybe?
What?
Get you some wolf skin.
We have
kill
any
some
cargo
boars if you want.
problems?
Um,
Do you want?
Seems to be real
Gallagher
good
Is
Grand.
there
business
some
on those.
odd jobs
Yeah.
you want?
Make a
done?
listen roll.
Oh boy, do I hear my soon-to-come
Grind
demise?
quest.
That's a
What is it?
failure.
God damn it. Alright, well, never mind.
That's fine.
You want us to
It's
do like
fine.
some odd jobs around the place? Is there? I mean, we do. Not like a threat, but I mean, like, do you want us to like kill some wolves? We have guns. I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. What if she
What?
likes the wolves?
What, Holly? Why are you being so aggressive about this? I'm trying to help this woman out without us spending. money.
There was one phrase you said that I really wish you didn't.
Is it the one with the wolf?
I have a rifle slung on my back.
Oh yeah, you do. Never mind.
This is obvious. The
Hey.
dude has a sword.
I got a baseball bat.
Hey, lady, we
What
have
are you-
weapons in case you forget.
Huh.
That's why I
Um,
prefaced it like
Alright,
I
so-
don't mean to sound threatening, but like if you want us to kill like some
Hey.
wildlife, we could do that.
What's going on with that tapestry right now? Is it just sitting there?
Yeah.
Is it moving?
It's not.
Okay.
She says, Ketcha, would you finish cooking dinner? We'll have supper, and then you'll all go back, and we'll wrap this up. Some of you can stay if you want. I'll get lonely without Ketcha here. But,
Got it.
Ketcha, finish cooking. I have old bones, I'm afraid. If somebody could clamber up there and get it, that would smooth this process over.
He's got good climb.
Sure thing.
Who does have good climb? I have 41. Bronson has like 80, right?
I have 70 climb. Yeah.
All right, so we're
It's
leaving
not gonna.
Bronson.
It's not that
72
difficult
jump.
to climb up, so you don't have to like make a climb roll. You could. I mean, Bronson doesn't have. I'm just saying.
But I can do
Oh.
it like fancy. Like,
But whoever's
Bronson's
gonna
good
who's gonna take the PAL roll?
Yeah. Who's
That's the
who
Hey,
doesn't
I
have
have,
who doesn't have
the
an arm?
left one. It only makes sense for me to take the right one as
That
well.
mean, I
sounds
can-
like a death wish, but okay.
Alright,
That does sound
I-
really bad. Why don't you
can-
just toss it down to me?
He's still gonna be grabbing it.
Just like get a fucking napkin or some
It's
shit.
it's
and,
it's
like,
on, it's only
whack it
who
off.
it's whoever first touches it.
yeah, but if he has a napkin or like a
It
you know,
doesn't
cloth.
fucking matter if you have a
Really?
cloth.
Alright,
It
someone
doesn't
else go
matter
for
at
it.
all.
Someone else. Who else is good at climbing?
I actually have 50 climb.
Just warning you.
I thought
No.
he said the climb was not important.
Yeah, but you can do great.
Yeah, climb's not important. It's just.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna
Go
go
touch
and I'll go get it. I'll get it.
All right.
Oh no, Holly, watch
Oh,
your skirt.
Holly
Oh,
hikes
Richard,
up her
don't-
skirt.
No, Holly. Holly.
Wait, have we told Holly about the whole like when you touch it?
Nope.
No, what are you guys saying? I'm already grabbing it. I'm touching it.
Climb.
Holly, you're climbing very quick. Holly, you're dressed. No.
She has AirPods.
She
Holly,
clambers.
that's not honey. That's government secret.
You clamber up onto the thing, sort of dodging Kercha as she's like fucking with the oven. This is a pretty tight space, and you clamber up onto the like a counter and start to climb. Get to climb up onto these cabinets, and you reach for the right arm of the Sedefkar Simulacrum. You grab onto it. Make a power roll.
Oh. That's a noise I make as I go.
I get ready to catch falling people just in case.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna be
Okay, alright, that's a
Holly in case she
48,
falls.
which is a normal.
Yeah, I'm ready to catch.
Normal?
Yeah.
You start to pull the right arm free, and you feel, you got a normal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You feel a pulse of energy through, your body, and you suddenly feel this splintering pain in your right arm, like it's been stabbed.
Oh god, oh fuck.
And just, and you, like, tense and flex, and then a couple of things happen at once. Janos.
Yes.
As you're standing off to the side, sorta, in this tight space.
Are you gonna hit me with a boiling hot pan?
Yeah. You hear like some sort of like motion next to you, and then you feel two arms grab onto your shoulders and pull you against the wall. The rest of you see two of the statuary arms just moved of their own accord, gripped him and pulled him against the wall. These are not pieces of statuary come to life, you now realize. They are the pallid remains of human arms, riddled with countless tiny writhing filaments. As you guys are startled by this, you look up and discover that the roof is not thatched as you had perceived, but is a roiling mat of intertwining fine ropey tendrils, gray-brown and glistening with beads of milky phosphorescent sweat. Grandmother, having been stooped over this whole time, stands fully and starts muttering some grabbing a bread shovel, leaning against the oven and sliding it under the feet of Holly, unhesitatingly pivoting her towards the oven with shocking strength.
Hey.
Whoa, this happened.
Oh, it literally says it happens simultaneously. The oven. The oven, now a rugose leech-like maw, ringed with gripping thorn-like hooks, gapes huge as it grows and extrudes itself towards Holly on the shovel. Its mouth expands until it is larger than a man, and the fire inside ceases to conceal its true function. As grandmother swings you towards the enormous mouth, and Kercha, holding a large kitchen knife, turns and advances on Bronson, who is closest nearby, humming and singing, "Ia, Thengli, Mathori,
Complete the
Shabnigaraf."
ship, kill him.
She say Niggurath?
She said Shubnigaraf.
Oh.
Oh no.
So it's an anglerfish house. Fun.
It's an anglerfish house. I need everybody to roll a fucking sanity roll as the shit is happening.
Does Felix have time to light a cigarette as this is happening?
Yes.
He's gonna suck it down in one breath.
Yeah, no, I got that. I got a fucking 11.
Wow.
Really bad.
Just tell me if you passed or failed. Just type it in the thing.
Fucking imagine if Dick survived like a dark young and then he like immediately goes and sees this.
Some more Shubnigrath bullshit. I thought it was really funny that you did that you did the Dark Young right before this one.
What was the save, the check?
It's sanity.
Also, here's us right now.
Did you pass, Felix?
Yes.
Oh my god, that is us.
Sanity roll. Sanity roll. I failed by 4 points.
I just wanted some ice cream.
What did I eat? What did I eat?
So those of you who passed take 1 sanity damage. Those of you who failed take 3.
Fantastic.
1 point of damage? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm only going
For today, a hot doggo.
And now it's time to hit my favorite button.
The P button.
All I want to do is just pay for something.
Yeah, it's the big spooky one.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
So, let's see. I need Holly
Yeah.
to make both a dexterity and POW roll. Make the POW first.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's a fucking 14.
Okay?
That's a heart.
Then a dexterity.
Okay. Okay. 17.
17. Okay.
That's also a heart.
As you are pitched towards this oven, you feel like this tensity, this almost like compulsion to remain, like you're a good little loaf of bread just ready to go into the oven. But
Beat me up.
you shake it off and slide down off of the shovel as it clang hits against the wall. It is now time to roll dex, or post your dexes so that I can fucking do this, because this is gonna be rough.
This is
Sorry,
gonna be
I just
wacky,
got
brother.
back. How much sanity did I lose if I passed?
1.
Okay.
I don't like this music. It reminds me of the other time you played it. My dex is 70.
Alright, let's see here. Bronson's got 75.
What did you call me?
I said
Oh, this
Bronson's
guy's
got 75.
Oh!
Gallagher's got 70. What's Felix got?
Oh, God, yeah.
Felix has. Where's my sheet?
So
It's
what
wrong
did
tab.
Bronson eat? Did we figure that out?
Felix has 70 dex.
Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Yeah, what did Bronson eat? Was that bread?
Arsenic.
Of course it was breaded.
Arsenic!
It actually just was bread.
What the
But what about the
What about the jelly?
The jelly is poison!
No!
No, it's
It's
fine.
ground glass and arsenic.
It's all pee.
Oh my god. Piss on bread.
Oh! Man, this lemon jelly sure is runny. Also doesn't taste like lemon.
It's also...
It smells very sulfuric.
Great.
Okay, so first off, I need everybody to roll dex. I need everybody to roll luck and then dex.
Luck and index.
Except for Janos. Janos just rolled the luck,
Yeah, kids, I'm already grabbed.
because you're already
40.
grabbed.
What's my luck?
Alright, luck 37, brother. We got it.
I
We
passed.
46.
brother. And then dex.
Luck.
Yes.
Pass. Dex.
Oh, God, it fell.
Fail.
Dang.
Oh, shit.
Pass
Okay.
the hard. I will actually put it in.
Okay.
Well, Gilligrands, Bramble is gonna really
Yeah.
be in.
How'd you do, Holly?
That Bram
I got a 12 on the fucking dex, which is an extreme. It's a pass.
What about the luck?
can't wait for my
Oh,
blood.
I also passed that with a fucking
Okay.
37.
You guys feel the ground underneath you buckle as if the house itself is moving in some way.
Oh god.
Oh,
It almost feels like it's rising.
oh my god, we're in Baba Yaga.
I just want to tell you right now that the thing that I said that I needed to not say was that it said specifically that the villagers refer to grandmother with the Croatian word baba.
Fucking God damn it!
I was
God
like-
damn it!
I was like, I gotta cut that.
It's fucking. I mean, we. I wanted to avoid the stereotyping.
Waggles
Wow.
fingers,
You should've
it's Baba
stereotyped.
Yaga.
It's Baba fucking Yaga.
It's fucking Baba Yaga. I'm sad HK's not here.
Yeah.
How about fucking Yaga?
Yeah. So, and who failed the dexes?
Felix.
Felix, okay. And only Galagrand failed the luck?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so Galagrand, as this buckling happens, you completely lose your footing and fall straight on your face.
Oh, I thought my blood was gonna erupt out of my body into a sort of simulacrum of
Nope.
shape and then kill me.
But as this happens,
That'd be wacky.
That's very unlucky.
those hands reach out from the walls, and most of you are able to dodge, but Felix is grabbed by the back of the neck and pulled back against the wall.
Damn.
A little help.
Imagine if Dick were alive and then he did not help. That would be funny.
And you can see now, as the cottage walls have started to shift among these, like, movements of dancing bones and limbs, you don't know where the fuck the door is.
No.
Oh, heck.
You imagine
Hey,
it's probably...
Bronson is familiar with
You imagine
this.
it's probably still there, but you don't see it.
God, imagine if this game had a PTSD system like fucking Delta Green does.
There is kind of a PTSD system.
Yeah.
It's just...
I mean, they should be triggering it super hard for Bronson with, like, you know, the fucking...
Well, that's
Azathoth
based on how
shit.
much sanity he lost and phobias developed.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm only 35
He's
cents.
just a strong boy.
So I'll use the token for grandmother, of course.
Oh, yeah.
A Smurf.
And I'll use this, I don't know, this fucking picture of Kella. Because her name is Kercha, and that's similar.
I can't believe Kercha's I can't believe Johnny's dating the daughter of a hag.
I thought Johnny was gay.
Johnny is pansexual.
Very flamboyant.
Wow, Kercha! Wow!
What did she do now?
85!
Alright, well.
Cool.
85 decks on this broad.
Bronson,
Hey.
you're getting stabbed.
She charges towards Bronson. Yeah! And stabs directly for him with this huge fuck off kitchen knife.
Why did you make that sound?
What if I do the fuck
That's
off?
the reference.
Yeah, there it
I
is.
don't get the reference.
It's from the murder
Maybe
house
one.
in Oblivion.
When you're older.
What'd you get?
I failed my dodge.
Heyo!
How do you say that?
It stabs directly into your stomach. Just
Holly says, "Hey yo!"
You gave me bread.
Now she make you dead.
And she says,
like that's
you will make a fine sacrifice to the mother. You take
What are you about to say?
7 points of damage. How much health you got?
3 now?
that's not a lingering injury.
Fuck.
Fellows, what's it called?
Major wound?
Major wound, thank you. A major wound as you feel like it almost might have punctured your fucking kidney or something, and she just drives it and twists. I need you to make a con roll.
Ouch! Oof! Ouch! Knife hurt.
Ouchie wouchies, man.
What the fuck, man? Stab me with a
A
knife.
normal.
Normal. You stay up, but the knife digs in and you take a step back. You guys see Bronson go, and the blood just splashes out of his mouth. He looks like he is gonna die if he gets attacked again. Incidentally, Bronson.
By the way, does Kircha look like she's being possessed, I guess, or like she looks like she's doing this?
She looks like she is in it to win it.
Gotta
Okay.
get them dark, young
Right.
brother.
Can I pull out the knife and pull it at her?
I mean, she's still holding the knife.
Oh, fuck.
She just drove it in.
Alright, then baseball bat time.
Baseball
Alright,
bat.
you try to like step back, the knife sliding out, just the blood starts to bubble out, and you reach for that bat. She's gonna try to dodge.
Well, she's gonna have to be a nice and toasty hard there.
Hard. She does fail actually.
Yeah.
It's time for the swing, boys. That's a 6.
6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
You hit her and she takes a step back, sort of swinging the blade. You see her spit a couple of teeth and she turns back and grins with this wide, bloody smile.
Is she still pretty?
Kinda.
Nice.
Bronson! She just stabbed you!
You're into some weird shit.
That doesn't change.
She stabbed you and you just hit her over
Everyone
the head?
in the fucking like moving house looks at Bronson.
Gallagher, you were lying on the ground and you just heard the telltale sound of Bronson go, "Ooh!" and you hear a bunch of people going, "Help!" as they get dragged against the walls.
I leap to my feet.
I didn't say help, I said, oh no.
Do I succeed in leaping to my feet?
Yes.
Where's Bronson?
Bronson is on the other side of the table. You can see, like, he's bleeding heavily from... It looks like he's bleeding from the mouth a bit and from the gut, like, heavily. And, Kercha is standing back, a huge welt on the side of her face and a bloody smile, holding a huge bloody knife.
Can I get up to her?
Yeah.
How the fuck did she do fucking damage?
Servant of Satan!
Because she has a high damage bonus.
I should have
How
known.
big is she?
She's stronger than she appears for some reason.
Never mind.
I sprint up to her and draw my sword and swing at them. I might miss by exactly 1.
She just steps out of the side and says, "You too will serve the mother."
No.
No.
That was a good
Nice.
Yeah,
try,
right.
Gallagher. That was a good try.
Line of the game, folks.
No.
Now let me just I just need to look something up. I need to open up the spell section.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hold on. Hold on a minute.
Hey, hold on just a second there. Why don't we talk about this for a second?
What the hell is going on?
What in the heck is happening?
Yeah, it's Felix's turn to try and...
Yeah, it's Felix's turn. What you doing looking at spells, brother?
What you doing looking at spells? I just wanted to see something. Okay, Felix,
I just
you
wanna
are
see something.
you are held against the wall by this like pale dead hand crushing the back of your neck. At the start of your turn, as it starts to pop vertebrae in your neck, you take 2 points of damage.
Oh.
Oh.
That...
I'm
I
just
like that.
going to try to bash it off with my briefcase.
Make an attack roll with a penalty die because you're swinging like behind yourself.
Not choosing the
Where
superior
is
option
my
of just going in.
character sheet again.
Baba Yaga.
Nope.
Alright, bud.
Baba Yaga.
Nope, I'm stuck. A little help.
You just sort of whack feebly back and like, ugh, but you can't get the angle on it. Holly, you just barely managed to avoid being flung into that gnashing teeth mouth fire.
Alright, so... Do I have the arm?
The arm is sitting on the counter. It fell when you were pulled.
Okay. Does it look like it's in any danger of rolling away?
Possibly.
Okay, so then here's the question. Can I grab the arm and then do something else?
What is the other thing that you want to do?
Pull out a gun and shoot the old lady?
No.
Fuck!
What if they shoot the young lady?
No.
What if he shoots me?
So if I grab the arm, that's just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Are you
No,
gonna-
I know that was a
Oh,
question.
okay, never mind.
That was a question. If I grab the arm, it'll just end my turn, right?
You can't do something as strenuous as grabbing the arm and also pulling out your gun and firing in the same turn, but you could maybe do something more minor.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the arm and walk away from her while not getting too close to the wall.
Okay. So you you start to like grab the arm and sort of try to sidestep away from grandmother, who follows you with her eyes. And she's gonna do some crazy shit.
Oh, great. Cool.
She's gonna do some fucking bananas shit over here.
Please don't, Grandma.
Grandma, stop doing bananas.
Grandma, no!
Grandma,
God
stop
damn it,
doing other smells, please.
Right in the living room?
Grandma, please.
You're gonna make a mess,
Grandma, we're gonna put you in the fucking home, you goddamn crazy fucking broad.
Please, God.
She's gonna cast an Eldritch spell and then they banned her.
She reaches out with a long-fingered hand, and you can see that there are sort of faint claws at the end of it now as she extends it, and she says, "Suffer." I need you to make a power roll versus her pal.
Alright.
This is Holly.
Good luck, love.
Huh. I got a 10.
What's
Okay.
That's right at an extreme.
nice?
So let me see what I got. Now, what is extreme for 270?
Cool.
Cool.
Alright.
You feel this tension in your body, and intense, racking pains seize your body. You see your hands and face start to blister and drip fluid. And you guys watch as Holly's eyes cloud with blood and become sightless. You scream in agony and tense and fall to the ground, shaking and in unbelievable agony.
Oh.
So that's happening. And grandmother turns and says, "This should be easy." You get the sense that grandmother is of some preposterous power level. Janos.
Grandma, no.
Do we have all of the pieces yet?
No,
Holly has the piece in her hand, but has just been, like, brought low by whatever this was.
But do we have all of the pieces?
You still need the head.
Always the head.
It's always the head.
So no head.
So no.
Yeah, God damn it!
Alright.
Alright, do your fucking trick.
It's
Like,
Janos' turn.
I do a flip. I'm like, hey!
That's,
Look at me!
I'll try spinning.
holy
That's a neat
shit.
trick.
Look, guys,
really
I did it.
Holy shit, hold up. This is really good.
What? What are you fucking doing when you're waiting for us to like decide?
I just googled so no head.
What? Alright.
Because I wanted to laugh.
Yeah, I get it. It's good.
Oh wait, is that what that meme comes from?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
that's the joke in that image.
Yeah, he's a
So
no
no
head.
head?
He smashes his phone on the ground and breaks his board.
Damn. That's fucked up.
God damn. Okay, what are you doing? Yeah.
Do your trick. Do it.
Can I dodge out of the hams?
You have to find the door.
What?
Like I
No,
said.
I want to get out of the hams.
Yeah, that's not what.
Oh, out of the I thought you said out of the house.
Oh god, no.
No, you have to wrench your way out of it. They're holding you pretty fiercely. And as a matter of fact, as they've got you, like, pulled back, another hand sort of pulls out and starts, like, clamping around your mouth and is trying to squeeze the life out of you. So you take...
Hey.
you take a point of damage.
Hey, don't do that.
So you take 1 point of damage.
That's not that bad. Still don't like it. But I get again. the hell is the? Is it fighting brawl to like for grappling?
There'd be a strength. Just a straight strength to break this grapple.
Would it be an opposed strength?
No, you just have to beat. You just have to win.
Okay. Well,
They don't have stats.
I want to try and break these cuffs. Me. So I don't like that. So let's see how it do. Hey, a normal.
A normal? You extricate yourself from these hands and take a step forward, spitting a little bit of blood. They were squeezing your face so tightly that blood started to pool around your gums and run between your teeth.
That's not good. I'm gonna need a dentist after this. If I make it out after this, I think that's really right. I mean, yeah. Can I unsling my rifle?
Yes, but you can't use it.
Yeah, fair.
Kercha turns to Galagrand, who had just come at her with the sword, not believing Bronson to be too much of a threat and thinking that you're probably the bigger threat here, is going to attack you.
I'd like to see her try.
She is absolutely going to with her 85 attack.
I was trying to use reverse psychology.
I'd like to see her try.
Alright, well, trying to counterattack.
Ooh.
For my counterattack, I got a hard.
I got an extreme.
Well, sheesh.
So that, because this is a piercing weapon, it's going to be max damage, and then a roll. So that's...
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh,
Does Galagrand have armor though?
Galagrand.
He does, so he's going to reduce some of this.
Galagrand, no. Galagrand.
Galagrand, you take 11 points of damage.
Minus 5, I think.
I believe it's 3 at the moment, because your armor is still damaged.
Yes. Okay. So, just go ahead and make that into a 7 health yet left. Not too bad. Not too bad. That is over half my health.
So make a con roll as you dart towards her and swing the sword, she steps nimbly to the side and stabs up and just nicks like a vein in your neck or something. You go, you stagger back. The blood just spilling, the blood spilling down your breastplate. You stay conscious, but that fucking hurt. Bronson.
Fine.
Okay.
And you can see that baseball hit that you hit, it hurt her face, but it really didn't look like it did the kind of damage that you would expect it to do to just like a regular girl. She almost seems to be laughing it off.
Alright, so I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna go save our Felix over here.
Okay. Fucking stumbling, bleeding from the gut, he's like,
No, thank you.
I disagree. That horrible fucking oven is still just...
Actually, okay, so...
Jump in the oven.
I do want to say Felix, but, like, does he have the whistle? Is it on him?
Yes, I do. Get free me so I can blow the rape whistle.
Okay.
Just take the whistle
What
from
if I
him.
just take the whistle from him?
It's in his thing. It's in his case. It's unlocked. Just grab it and blow it.
Can I grab the whistle and blow it at the same turn?
Make a dexterity roll.
Okay.
You're good at those. Watch him fail.
How about watch me get an extreme instead?
Yeah!
So you dart around, like almost stumbling in pools of your own blood as you realize you are bleeding heavily. Like this is an internal injury for sure of massive damage.
Please God.
But you manage to stagger over there, and as Felix is pinned against the wall. Felix's eyes light up as he sees his savior coming, but then you just take the fucking whistle from him.
You would do the same thing.
You understand, Felix?
And then you raise it to your lips and blow. So, in order to blow the whistle at full force, the way that Marja said that you needed to, you are going to need to make a Constitution roll.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Big breath.
Big breath.
Big breaths.
That's a normal.
That's all you needed.
Yay!
Yeah.
Press it to your lips and just...
Okay.
Nice.
Calm down.
rising to a shriek, oscillating higher and higher, rattling your teeth and your skull, and as it reaches the apex, the whistle shatters in your mouth.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
You lose.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute.
Oh no.
You lose
So
a sanity
how's-
point,
Oh.
and I need you to make a luck roll.
This
Oh.
wasn't how this is supposed to go.
I'm good.
Okay. It explodes, and the bone splinters shredding into your mouth don't do a ton of damage. They just get stuck like a bunch of weird piercings in your cheek and lips. You take a point of damage, but not more.
I don't think it worked.
And then the cottage interior loses all final vestiges of being a cottage. It is clear to you now that you are in the body cavity of some huge, unnatural monstrosity. Its luminous, gray-green walls now rippling with peristaltic waves. Its sphincters contracting and dilating in great juddering fits. I need everybody to make a dexterity roll as this thing just bucks like a fucking bull.
Okay. What's
Fail.
Good.
Normal.
Yeah, normal.
Normal.
Anybody fail?
Telegram, what is... 2 people did it.
Holly doesn't get to make a roll. She's...
Oh,
because you're incapacitated. But,
motherfucker.
what did everybody else get?
It's normal.
So who failed?
Telegram.
And me.
Okay, so you guys get flung back off your feet again. Kercha, too, gets flung to her feet. Grandmother almost falls, but steadies herself on the side of the wall and says, "Oh, fuck." The walls suddenly contract, and a bilious liquid erupts from dozens of small puckers, spraying everything in the cavity. A digestive fluid.
Whorehouse.
Your clothing begins to smoke, and you're worried
no.
that it might dissolve. I need everybody to make a con roll, and hopefully Bronson passes.
Oh,
my
no!
Christ, I'm gonna die in the whorehouse.
Theseus!
Oh.
I made it hard.
And looks like I'm gonna have to, like, fucking think about that celery man a little bit more intently.
Celery man.
And this fucking sucks.
This is a mean one. This one. So those of you who passed managed to react to this in time. Holly does get a roll because it's Constitution, and sort of steel yourself. Did you pass?
Wait,
Holly?
I get a roll with
You
this?
do get a roll for this because
I didn't even fucking roll this.
it's Constitution, not Dexterity, so it's more like your hardiness.
Okay, that's a 20, which is it's a hard.
Okay. So who do we have here that failed? Is it just you, Janos?
Yep.
Okay.
I think so.
So
This ain't good.
most of you are able to weather this, but Janos, it gets into your like face and a bit into your eyes. You take 2 points of acid damage as it starts to. You're gonna look even less pretty after this.
Don't lose my other eye.
With a mighty heave, this huge cottage vomits its contents
Oh.
into the forest floor, and you are hurtled out of it in a tide of sizzling bile.
Oh.
That's gross.
You guys all impact onto the ground. Luckily, because of how spongy the terrain is, you do not take any damage from the fall. And you see Grandmother skidding to the ground, her skin bubbling and smoking from contact with the fluid, but her eyes glittering red. Kercha rolling to a stop, skidding and standing like an acrobat. I need everybody who just experienced this traumatic acidic birth, which is how it describes it. Another sanity roll. Hey!
Great,
Ho!
fantastic. I'm gonna go fucking insane.
Good. All right, that's a good for me.
That's a fail.
Fail.
Oh god, I'm gonna go.
Stands up, cuts Bronson's head off.
Everybody who fails takes 3. Anybody who passes takes 1.
Oh, I've taken 7 today.
I've also
Taking
lost 7.
4.
Is that a fifth of your sanity?
A fifth of my sanity is 7.4.
I don't know. Hold on.
What was yours to start with? 35.
I was at 38.
You're
I think
barely over it.
Christ.
Not
I
quite
was at,
there
what,
yet.
50? I would have to lose.
Christ.
So the Holly has the arm, right?
I can't lose anymore.
Yeah, I got the arm. Right?
You don't have the. No, you do have the arm. You had it in your grip. So
Yeah, brother.
you're still in agonizing pain. By the way, that has not stopped.
That's
Oh.
me being hurt.
You can see clearly now, as you are sitting here, the briarwood fence is more of a midden ring of thorns, its branches littering with the countless bleached bones and grinning skulls of former victims. And you can see that countless fine, pale tendrils are drawing themselves free of the bonework, retreating into the rich black soil. Behind you, you hear the snap of crushed branches and feel the ground tremble, and you hear the cottage rising behind you.
This is fucking stupid.
And you see the forest around you start to quiver and wither as it draws life force back into itself. At the same time,
Chicken house.
you start to hear some more shit.
Is it the gypsies come to save us?
It's not.
Probably should have stopped by there real quick first.
Should we?
Yes.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
You start to
probably.
hear stuff from the woods. This sort of...
Hooray!
And Felix recognizes that noise.
This fucking sucks!
If we all die here, I would be satisfied because it'd be kind of funny.
And you see
It would be kind of funny.
Kercha,
Does anybody like, what do we do
trying
now?
desperately to hum, and you get the sense that the humming was some sort of calming presence on these creatures, now broken by the invokement of the whistle.
Fuck.
Dude.
Dude.
I like the whistle. We should have talked to the gypsies, but
Yeah, we
dude,
should've.
we totally fucked things up for this lady.
Galagrand,
Yeah?
there is a lot happening around you.
Okay,
I'm not being constrained anymore, am I?
You are not. You guys have been vomited out.
Yeah.
But you hear something truly, truly horrible happening just behind you, and it's up to your own discretion if you want to look at it.
No, I wanna grab Holly in the arm and I wanna fuck off.
All right,
it-
Holly is not especially heavy and is not resisting, so you lift her up, sort of like holding her like you would stabilize a drunk, as she just writhes and twists in your grasp, and you start to run away as quickly as you can.
Yeah. I'm going to yell at Bronson. Don't you lose my shit, and there's an Elder Sign pillow in there.
That Elder Sign pillow is gone, dude. No. That thing melted in the acid.
Alright, this sucks, man. Okay, so Galagrammer is gonna be like, I think we should run. And then I run.
Okay, Caligram.
Is anyone next to me?
I think we can see what's going on.
Bronson is nearby?
I have to grab my fucking squire.
Oh my god.
You scoop him up and fucking book.
Goodbye, everybody.
Is Janos okay?
Janos, who is currently lying on the ground, like staggering to his feet. Off to the side, you can see dark shapes in the forest, but you can't get a good look at them because they're too far back in the trees at the moment, luckily. But you see the crumpled, smoking body of grandmother staring at you with one red eye, the other covered by, occluded by some, like, oozing flesh, and she raises her arm out to you.
Oh, shit.
I need you to make a power roll, my guy.
Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, I forgot he was fucked up.
I got a normal.
You got a normal?
Yeah.
How's
How's that do me? I got 2 health. Be gentle.
Shit
You
sucks,
feel
man.
you feel some powerful, strange intensity take over your mind. Some sort of feeling of warmth towards this broken old woman on the ground.
Oh, I'll give her a kiss.
And you look at the rifle in your hands. And you look up at your fleeing enemies.
Oh.
And you raise the gun.
No! Oh, no!
No. This is really, it's ironic. I think we deserve it.
Do we?
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna shoot somebody and die.
So, let me just see exactly how long that lasts.
I think the better question is how many rounds are in there.
The better question is,
Fuck.
Wait, didn't you say you got
effect-
acid in his
the effect-
fucking face?
The effect lasts for 1 round for each point of intelligence that the caster possesses.
What?
That's what
Point?
it- that's what it
Alright,
says.
Point!
so how long is a round in, how long is a round in this game?
Point!
That's what it says.
How long is a round in this game?
It's about 6 seconds.
So you're saying, so basically you're saying it's gonna be like an hour.
Yeah.
Alright, so, like, here's the thing, though. Didn't you say you
Okay.
got fucking acid in his face?
Yes, he has. You're right. His face is all really fucked up. So I'm gonna say you're gonna have to make all of these with a penalty die.
Oh,
Thank
I'm not
God.
gonna hit him either.
It is also, I just counted, going to be 9 minutes.
Christ.
What is your intelligence, by the way?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, it's based on mine?
No. I just need to know for another
Oh,
thing
well,
with the spell.
Either way, it's not good. Well, probably not good for the party. 70.
Okay. If your intelligence is higher, you get to keep making power rolls, but it isn't. So
Damn.
Dumbass.
Fuck what I need for fucking. Alright, well. I mean,
gotta-
my education is
she's
higher.
burning through a lot of magic points, though. She's using a lot of fucking fancy spells here. So, let's see. How many people are running away? There's 4. So roll a d4, please.
Okie 3.
3. Well, let's look at our little circle here. 1, 2, 3. He's shooting Holly.
I'm gonna say a slur.
Unfortunately, Holly does not get to dodge.
So
She
we
does
got
say a slur,
well,
right?
that's not
I
gonna
thought I was being carried.
You are, but he's still shooting at you.
Okay.
That misses.
All right, so it echoes out into the woods, just, and you guys realize that Janos is shooting at you.
Oh, shit.
What a fucking asshole.
Oh, shit.
Guys, do my.
Hey, I'm walking here.
After
do I
that,
run
after
them?
after that shot, though, You see grandmother, I mean, Janos at least, dimly in the back of your mind, you see grandmother slumping and quivering and shaking, and it looks like she is dying.
Hey. We just gotta run away
Yeah.
from her.
So am I.
It's almost like she is the house and the house is she.
So possibly, if you survive long enough, she might die before 9 minutes are up.
Great.
We just gotta keep running away.
I hope no bears get him.
And then
All right,
suddenly,
now I
out
know
of
what
the
I'm
fucking
about to do.
sky comes the gorilla monkey bear back for his revenge.
I
and to
fucking
punch
followed
some
you,
duck-
bitches!
I did shoot him in the
Fucked up or
face.
what?
You did shoot one that was not accounted for.
Yeah, fucker beat me up too.
You see, out of the corner of your eye, Janos, you see Kercha hurrying over to grandmother, gripping her arm, trying to help her up. Grandmother grabs her arm and stares into her eyes and mutters a few words, and you watch as Kercha turns to fucking ash in her arms. And grandmother starts to stand, her flesh regrowing, her eyes gaining their vitality as she consumes the life force of Kercha.
Why did you tell him that? Yeah, he might be okay.
Because I wanted to give him false hope.
You're
Oh
a
no, I was
fucker.
expecting something like this, or as a tell Kercha, fucking just stab him.
Dimly in the back of your mind, you are horrified by this, and I need you to make a insanity roll.
Okay. Oh, I pass.
You take 1.
That puts me up to -5 sanity per day. Is it? How much is it at? Is it at 10% or 20%?
It's at 20%.
Okay.
The rest of you, I imagine, continue to run as you hear the piercing shriek of Kercha behind you. You're not sure what that means, and you continue to hear the.
We failed.
Did we?
We left him behind.
I got the ammo.
Fuck the arm.
What? No.
I mean,
I'm in a-
you
I'm in
could,
an
but
actual-
that's not advised. That's,
Yeah, don't
that's-
fuck
no.
this. I'm in a lot of pain.
Is there a hole in it?
Why? Why?
And the arm? No, shut up.
See, I was like,
No, it's a hand job, you dimwit.
The hand's like open palm, right?
You start.
Yeah, you could just rub it up against.
You start to hear
You
something.
couldn't rub it on anything.
You start to hear something terrible. Galagrand. As as Baba Yaga's turn comes up.
Hey, here we go.
And Janos, you see her raising her hand, and you hear all around her.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the rooster was her.
I should have made that fucking rooster house.
And then you see
Fucking-
swarming past you what looks to be about 50 roosters. Just going in hot fucking pursuit.
It's the fucking legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You hit the chicken.
And she says, "Feed my children."
No.
I hate this.
You're gonna kill 50 chickens.
I'm gonna need you to take another shot, Janos. Roll another d4.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. 1.
You're shooting at Bronson.
Okie
Hey, wait a minute.
dokie.
So I can dodge this, right?
You get it. It's with a penalty die, buddy.
Yeah, no. So 48. That I think that's a miss. Barely.
Is it?
Yeah, I got 46.
Oh boy,
Bam.
Bronson, as you're running, being helped along by Galagrand, a bullet just right past your fucking ear. Just you feel it carve partially through your hair. Just
Bronson, that would have killed you, bro.
oh yeah,
That would have killed you.
he's got like 2 health.
I think Janos is trying to kill me.
And it has a +4 to damage.
That would actually be kind of very like poetic in a way. Like he saw 2 party members kill each other, and he himself would be killed by a party member.
I'm a fucking medic.
Fucking medic.
He should have just.
As you guys start to get deeper into the deep forest, starting to make your way away from Sniper Janos and Baba Yaga, but still with the flock on your heels, I need somebody to lead this expedition, as the deep forest is worse than a maze. The
God, I hope our navigator.
The close-pressed evergreens blocking much of the feeble winter light. The undergrowth thick enough that it has now obscured or even erased those trails that you followed.
Okay, well, you know who has the highest navigate.
Oh, here we go.
Don't die.
Don't worry, boys. It's this nice plot-relevant thing, so it's extreme.
That counts as 2 successes for the 3 successes that you need to navigate out of the forest.
Perfect.
So you, Bronson, as he's running, still bleeding, just a trickle of blood coming from the side of his head with a bullet grazed him. That way! That way! Oh, no, don't go that way! That way! Oh, we came from that way! Leading you guys along, as you hear and Janos going in pursuit as well with his gun. Baba Yaga, God knows what she's doing. Janos, as they start to disappear into the forest, you've got one last bead. I need you to take one final shot.
Here he comes. Here, Janos is gonna come in.
It's the cinema.
So roll a d4.
With the gun.
He's injured right now. I don't know if he's doing something.
He died.
Damn it! Right now, buddy.
Yep.
He probably had to.
He can't control it.
Hello.
Welcome back. Roll a d4.
Roll D4.
Oh, get that quick? Alright.
This is the last shot.
3.
This one is going at Holly again.
Motherfucker!
And so that's a hit.
It was with the disadvantage, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have the 40 total, yeah, so he hits.
Wait,
Well,
what?
normal.
How much health you got, Holly?
Wait,
Oh.
how is that with disadvantage? I'm only seeing 1d100.
No, he rolled the
Then I rolled a d10.
yeah. So that's the
Roll the 10
that's the
dice
4.
again.
That's like rolling the 10s thing. Because you would roll the 10 die again for a penalty die.
I see. That's
Yeah.
weird. Me? I got 10.
Felix. Because you are carrying her, I will let you try to make a dodge for her if you feel chivalrous enough to try to save her life.
Hell yes!
Thank God.
Because this is a really raw situation, and you just got this character.
Hey, that's a success.
Okay.
In fact, that might even be a hard success. That is a hard success. Felix's dodge is 88.
Jesus!
Yeah.
You hear this as you're just about to breach sightline. And Felix, ready for this shot, almost as if he knew that it would target poor helpless Holly, just jukes to the side and it hurtles past you and explodes the trunk of a particularly thin tree, just toppling it over. Holly, for her part, will probably be thankful when she is not.
Oh, it hurt. Oh,
I mean, she's lending us a hand. It's only fair I lend her one too.
it's an arm.
Die! You fail the dodge! It explodes your head!
The Orient Express is basically just the saga of Felix becoming increasingly genre savvy.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Alright, make another navigate roll, buddy.
Here we go, boys.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
That's oh, that might be another extreme.
Fantastic.
Where's my navigate? That is apparently an extreme.
You hurtle through the forest, the sound of those chickens at your heels. But soon, you realize that you've lost them. And as you run down through this forest, horrified by the knowledge that Janos was left at the hut of Baba Yaga,
God.
You flee from this dark forest, stumbling out into the cloud-darkened night, onto the fields that you know lead back to Orasac.
Yanos will follow.
He'll be out in a second. Just like Felix was, right?
I'm
I
sorry.
like that everybody rescued the people with high dexes that would go before the enemy.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
I just grabbed the first person I saw.
It is what it is. Janos,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a voice over your shoulder, a familiar voice, a calming voice, a friendly voice.
That's good. That's good.
I've had to use a lot of power tonight, Janos Kovacs.
Oh.
And my walker in the woods is so hungry.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Take my hand, Janos.
Oh, all right, Grandma.
You're invited to dinner.
Thank you, Grandma.
And she turns, and you turn to face the walker in the woods, and she leads you by the hand towards it.
Oh no.
As the sun darkens behind the horizon, and you smile up at this impossible monstrosity. And you walk as it lowers itself, the maw opening. She guides you to it, and as you enter, you feel a strange, a coldness, an almost sense of clarity. And for a moment you feel free, and you turn to look at Baba Yaga smiling, the blood darkening her robes, and she grins at you with a wide, wide smile that seems to extend up to her ears, full of needle-sharp teeth. And before you can react, before you can cry out, before you can lunge, you feel the hot darkness of this thing envelop you, and the light slams shut.
Alright, nice job, guys.
Yeah, we did it.
Son
Ladies
of a
and gentlemen,
bitch.
for tonight. No, you know what? We can wrap up the session. We can wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah.
We're pretty close. You guys make your way back to Orasac?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here. You make your way back to Orasac. And you make it there. Everything seems as peaceful as it was when you left.
Cool.
Although you see a number of people gathered around Father Filipovic's house.
Let's go there, check it out.
You walk there, and you hear...
Felix is going to go back to the train with
Okay.
Holly.
At this
and
point,
the
at this point, Holly's agony has worn off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go put her somewhere safe.
I'm gonna go somewhere safe.
Also, Holly, as a result of the rack spell, you do take sanity damage from the intensity of the experience, so I need you to make a sanity roll.
Of course I do.
Also, you can see on her beautiful, beautiful 90 appearance body, there
It's a
are
pass.
scars and blisters marring her hands and face.
I cover that up with makeup. It'll be fine.
So you passed?
Yeah.
You only take a sanity damage. You're a tough old broad. But, that was a nightmare, and you are lucky that Felix had the presence of mind to pull you out of that rifle shot. Shame he's gay.
Shame. Wait, he is?
You were gay?
So,
Yeah, so I'll go back to the train.
head back to the train with Felix. You guys arrive at the house, and you hear like this muffled sobbing inside. And you step inside, or step up to see, and you can see Father Filipovich sitting, kneeling on the floor, staring silently and sobbing at what appears to be the corpse of his wife. Desiccated, brittle, and partially ashen.
Oh.
Make a sanity roll.
Oh wait, I don't want to. Fuck. Oh, I don't want to go insane right here.
But I passed. Hey, how about
that? So like, I fucked up.
It's okay, you only take 1 sanity damage.
Yeah, but how
Okay,
much?
but like, that was like 8 I lost now.
So, let's just take a peek. Anybody who passed doesn't take any.
Everybody like runs away from Bronson instantly.
Fucking 35 out of 30. Like, I just.
Bronson fucking faints.
You know,
The stress of it
Probably.
has just gotten to him, and he is out like a light. And
the best thing that-
he's pretty pale. He's lost a lot of blood
They grab him.
it's really the best thing that could have
from
happened.
the stress of knowing that your friend, your new friend, your stalwart medic has been. I mean, you don't know what happened to him. All you know is that he's gone.
Will he ever come back?
I don't know. Do you guys go to find the train?
Mm-hmm.
You see Todor standing by the groups, and he says, "My friends, you look terrible."
I feel terrible.
This is oh no, your beautiful complexion, my dear.
Christ.
This is terrible. And you see Bronson and Galagrand hobbling up the path, and Anker walking in where he had he got sick. He got a stomach ache.
He was T-posing now.
All right, I hand him like all the cash I have in my pocket, which is like $10, and I say, "All right, do something for me. I want you to go buy some gasoline and set that entire forest on fire. Thank you." And I get on the train.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. All right, yeah, my persuade's not bad. All right, let's go for it.
I think our faces are pretty persuading.
That's a 6.
He looks at the gasoline in his hand, and then he looks at you guys, and then his skin almost pales, and he makes the sign of the cross. He says, "Baba Yaga."
Yeah.
And then he storms off.
I just burned down the fucking forest.
As we're like leaving on the train, we're gonna see the like smoke, a large amount of smoke rising in the distance, and we're just gonna feel like.
And you hear him shouting in Croatian, and you see a bunch of guys standing up and looking confused, reaching for their guns.
Another successful mission, guys.
We did it.
We did it, boys.
It's not a Brotherhood mission if something doesn't burn down.
There has to be like smoke in the distance as we're riding.
And then
away,
as you
like, every
get
fucking
towards
time.
the train... No, I'm just kidding, it's fine. You guys get on the train, and you ride back. Takes a few hours.
Do we see smoke in the distance?
You don't.
Oh, they're all dead. All right, cool.
Not yet.
Okay.
And then you see a little.
Yay!
We did it, boys.
The whole ass forest. Okay.
You get back to Belgrade. Everything seems okay. Train leaves tomorrow night.
Hey, so I was like crippled over in a lot of pain. Where's the doctor?
The doctor tried to shoot you to death.
Oh, fuck that guy then.
Also, Bronson is like leaning against his seat.
Oh
like
god, what happened to him?
He's like fucking got no color in his face.
Holly.
Okay.
Also, what the fuck happened? What? That house
women and
trying to eat
children.
us?
Women and children. First, I'm going to introduce you to the most important medicine. And he's going to give them both a cigarette.
I don't think I can. I feel like I can't do anything right now.
Bronson, do you smoke it?
He's just going to stick a cigarette in Bronson's mouth.
Start huffing, boy.
Make a con roll with a penalty die.
This is so bad for me.
Start huffing, boy.
I did it. I'm fine. Normal. Oh no. This is how it begins.
Don't do that, Bronson. It's
Bronson,
not
you
good
really
for
want to
you.
put it back in your mouth.
This is how I start to look like a.
This is how you're gonna start looking like the fucking Van Gogh picture. With the fucking sallow face and the bagged eye.
Don't worry. Bronson the delinquent started a long time ago. Around that time you shot that guy, that crazy guy,
No, yeah. That was a
at
good
a
time.
college.
He cut that man's throat, actually. Now, do you guys go to bed in your hotel?
Yeah, I guess so.
I
Who was
guess,
sleeping with the doctor?
Galagrand? Maybe? I don't remember.
think so,
No,
yeah,
Galagrand I thought was
Galagrand.
sleeping with his squire.
Actually, no, I think it was like, I was alone because also Onkers was alone. I think that,
Maybe Janos was with Bronson, so Bronson's alone again.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta bunk with Bronson for tonight.
Okay.
It's too much bad stuff.
As you guys are walking back to the hotel, you see a woman. An old woman. Out of the corner of your eye, standing in an alley, watching you. Did you do anything?
No.
Hey.
I don't like it.
You say hey?
No, I don't.
You just keep
I
going?
walk away.
Okay. Again, farther down the street, out of the corner of your eye, you see her watching you from a window.
Get out of here.
Oh no, it's the surrounding.
Again, out of the corner of your eye, you see her standing underneath like an awning in front of a store.
Baba Yaga's love. She is life.
Okay.
She is always there.
When does
Again-
the train leave to
Tomorrow
this
night.
area? Motherfucker, are you serious?
Yep.
This sucks, man.
You go to your hotels, and you lay down, and you try to sleep with this horror in your hearts.
Wait, alright, so what's the penalty for not sleeping, like, per night? Like, what's the game rule?
Pretty much everything you do is going to be at a penalty die.
Where's the next stop on
Sof-
the Orient Express?
Sophia.
Okay.
Yeah, then I guess we're just gonna sleep.
You know what? Are there any minor stops between here and Sophia?
Let's see. I said, let's see.
I said.
Oh, I know why it's not letting me see. It's because it's it's because this is the end of the fucking book, and I need to look in the next one.
No.
This is the last one. You guys are about to go into the last book.
Yay.
Because here's the thing, we can just get a taxi and go to the next...
Stop? Yes, that does
Stop.
sound like a good idea.
The trouble
Well.
is, I will just warn you. It is
Yes.
a long and arduous drive through a lot of roads that are barely maintained, especially at this time of year. Cars are not readily accessible. You're going to have a tough time finding one, I'm going to be honest.
Mhm.
And you will be driving through a long stretch of the woods.
Okay, yeah, so let's not do that. Yeah, alright, so yeah, we just sleep normally, I guess, whatever.
I just want to let you know what you're signing up for there.
I guess Felix will stay awake by buying a shitload of Serbian coffee.
Okay. So be aware that until you sleep, you will have penalty dies on pretty much everything.
Can we take turns?
If you guys want to take watch, that's different.
Yeah.
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah, we're gonna take
we'll
watch.
take watch.
Okay.
All right.
Each of you, during your watch, at some point, swears that you see the shadow of an old woman in the hall. Each of you swears that with a crack of lightning you hear her cackle. But nothing happens, and you wake up. And the next day proceeds pretty blandly. You don't even see any flashes of what seems to be Baba Yaga. And soon it's time to go.
Let's
Well, let's go
never
then.
let's never go back there again. Bronson, did you take my suitcase with you, or did you leave it behind?
I took the whistle.
Okay. Well, I'm down a shotgun and 238s.
Well, Baba Yaga's got him now.
I still got a 45, and I still got my hats, and that's what matters.
It's true.
2 hats. Look at that.
Okay, so I need to.
So
How do I redline things in
I have no idea.
PDF?
So you guys start heading towards the train?
yes, why would we not?
Alright, you guys start heading towards the train.
What if we
Yeah, newspaper.
You grab a newspaper?
Yeah, please.
Nothing of note.
Damn.
Fuck.
There was a small forest fire in
Shut
the
up.
vicinity of Orasac that was
That's
contained.
gay.
It's okay. It was contained in the area that it killed Baba Yaga. Okay, let's just believe that. Okay,
That's good.
she's dead.
As you guys are walking through the streets towards the train station, you start to hear some sort of commotion.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you see a small girl running around this corner screaming, "Ah! Ah! Papa! Pilichi! Pilichi!"
Oh.
Now Janos would know what she's saying. And then you see, seconds later, coming around the corner, swarming, are black chickens. Hundreds of them.
That's
Oh.
whack.
Their glaring red beady eyes focused on you. Their beaks and spurs bright and sharp.
Oh.
And you see people diving out of the way. Some of them are grabbing shovels and moving towards them and trying and getting overwhelmed. And you see these chickens leap up to them and just claw them apart like piranhas. Just and they
Hundreds?
are what?
You say hundreds, right?
Hundreds. And they are swarming for you as townspeople dive into their homes and into shops and try to desperately move away.
I guess we should get to the train.
Yeah.
I need everybody to make dex rolls as these chickens pursue.
That's
isn't
so
what I was
dope. Look at
expecting
all those
all.
chickens.
At least I got chicken.
I got a 1.
I got a 7.
I'm gonna push this, I guess.
Hey, Can I help you with
Hey.
the bills? Because I
I
got a
also
1.
gotta push mine.
Yeah, you can push these if you want.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Good.
Everybody pass?
Yep.
Mhm.
got
All right,
it.
you guys run. You hear like death howls as people are caught in the wave of this tide. And it's and over the din, you swear you hear, like... You can hear, like, the sounds of sirens as police cars pull up, and they start leaning out of windows with shotguns, just trying to take out these chickens, some of which break off and swarm the cars, and they dive back into the cars, and you watch them crashing through windows, just... you can see them running along rooftops, like, like, sometimes in such force that they crash into chimneys and knock them over, just the bricks tumbling to the street, but you guys are managing to stay ahead.
If any catch up, I want to try to take some out if I can.
As you guys run up, you see the train there. As you guys are running, like, dragging your luggage with you, you see the train, like, getting ready to go. I need another dex roll as the chickens start to get closer.
Look at all those
fucking cartoon
Does
shit.
an extreme help with that? A previous extreme apply to this?
I got
No.
it hard.
Okay.
I got a...
Got hard.
34 is also hard.
Dex check, success.
Everybody succeed?
Mm-hmm.
You guys manage to stay ahead of this black tide of chickens. As you rush up the platform, run onto the train, run to your cabins, and land. The train conductor, you hear some commotion up, and you hear... The train starts to take off as quickly as possible, as you see birds start to leap against the side of the train and, like, splatter themselves across the side. You imagine this is going to be quite a cleanup. And as it starts to pull away from Belgrade, you see in the streets people fighting, killing, and dying. When you pull away.
Well, it started as a stag fest and ended surrounded by cock.
I just don't have any comments anymore.
I miss against Felix.
As you guys recuperate in your cabins, the train is steaming towards the Bulgarian border. The shadows of late afternoon are dimmed and obscured by lowering clouds and a steady drizzle that builds into a full-fledged thunderstorm. And as you guys glance out the windows, you can see, out in the rain-swept gloom, a huge running shape, like a giant headless bird, like a hulking house on legs, paces alongside the train, just maybe a few hundred feet off, loping with unnatural speed across hill and field, now visible, now gone. You can't get a good bead on it, but you know it to be the walker in the woods, a house of dead children's bones, a loping, tentacled impossibility following you at its mistress's behest. And as lightning flashes, you see a hunched figure standing atop the monstrosity. Baba Yaga, her arms lifted to the skies in supplication, her fierce rasping ululations somehow reaching you like the sound of stone grinding stone, audible above the storm and the staccato of the train. Sanity!
Oh, I thought she was yelling
I
that.
did too. I thought she was like, what is this fucking Beetlejuice ass fucking shit?
I got 100.
Wow!
Wow. Hey, but I
got an
passed
8.
mine.
I got an 8. Yeah, brother.
Is this the same? This is a different day, so okay.
I got a 5.
Different day.
So who failed?
I think Gallagran did, but I don't know.
Did
You
everybody
might
else
wanna
pass?
check.
He was the only one to fail. That was epic fail.
That was epic.
Okay, so everybody else takes 1. Gallagran, you take 4. And I need you to make a con roll.
Oh boy, my blood is gonna explode. Okay, that was almost another 100. I passed though.
Okay. You watching this are so gripped by terror, so gripped by fear, you feel your hands get clammy. Your heart start to beat faster and faster. You feel a lump in your throat and you realize it's not over. It's never gonna be over. It's never gonna be over. And this intensity of emotion wells inside you, and all of a sudden you start to feel this strange numbness in your left arm. And then you feel a tightness in your chest. And pain. And you stagger and stumble and lean on the bed and just try to control your breathing and fall to one knee, unable to get words out, and you just... It takes a minute, but you manage to compose yourself, having a minor heart attack.
Oh. I just exist.
Beautiful.
I just sit there stewing in all of that for a while.
Strangely, no attack comes.
Things are looking pretty grim.
And as the minutes go by and turn into hours, you steadily realize that Baba Yaga and her house are gone. But just as you cross into Bulgaria, you spot a small cottage by a stream in the woods near the rail embankment. And as the train whistle howls, the receding hut seems for a moment to be crowned by thick waving branches. And then it's gone. And that's tonight's scenario, folks.
Yay, what do we win?
Well, let's find out. For
Please,
recovering
God.
the simulacrum, you all get, hey, 4 sanity back.
Yay!
That's good. I was sub 30 for a second there.
For the
Same.
death of
It's going back
Janos,
down,
Oh.
That's fine.
you lose 3. I rolled low on a d6. I rolled average on a d6. So you guys get 1 sanity back. You're welcome.
It's more than we deserve.
Fellas, this has been Little Cottage in the Woods, the last scenario
Airbender.
in book 3 of this campaign. We now go on to the final campaign book, which will encompass Sophia and Constantinople. Farewell.
Hooray!
Rest in peace,
Yay.
Janos. Sorry, Sophie.
Going insane.
Oh yeah, it's bad.